All right, welcome, my friends. Welcome to the finals, the Super Billiards Expo.
2003 World Nine-Ball Champion.
Doing a match with Shane Van Boening and Thorsten Hohmann.
Pool Championship, as well as 2011.
This is the Inside Pool Magazine production in association with NYCGrind.com. Co-producing, we're blasting out across the galaxy. Being brought to you by OBQs and Louis Tips, Simonis Cloth, and Shot Calculator. So, got Jerry T in the booth with us. I'm Alvin Nelson with Inside Pool. We want to welcome you. Welcome, Jerry.
All right, thanks, Nelson. It's just awesome to be here. Thanks, Nelson. I just fixed my mic.
There you go.
It's awesome to be here, and really excited to see this matchup between these two really world-class players, champions, grinders. Both of these players dig deep and always seem to impress. It's really amazing to see these two players again match up, and we all should look forward to a great set.
Absolutely. And we are here at the New Jersey Convention Center. This is Alan Hopkins Super Billiards Expo. You can go to superbilliardsexpo.com to find out everything about the event. We're being brought to you by OBQs, of course, and Louis Tips and Chalk, as we mentioned. There's NYC Grind, Inside Pool.
Yeah, Alan Hopkins does a great job every single year, and his whole crew,
as well as
his staff. That's true. The whole family, really. This is a family-run gig. It's the greatest show on earth. You have all of the different amateur events from juniors to seniors straight up to the pros, and here we are now as Shane Van Boening lets us start this set. And he doesn't disappoint. He's known for his thunderous break, his impressive 10-ball break, and he doesn't disappoint. He comes with a pretty strong break right now with a shot on the one.
He sure does. That's his signature, the shot on the one there. He likes to dig in on that break and bring that one in the queue. And this will be Shane's third final, I believe. I believe he won it the last 2 years. I'm almost positive he's our wonderful chat out on ustream.tv. I'd like to know what you think, if that's actually factual. And Shane, this would be his third victory if he defeats the hitman, Thorsten Hohmann.
Yeah, Thorsten's really been playing great. I've been watching a few of his sets, and I'm impressed. I mean, he's breaking tremendously. Cue ball control across the board. I mean, banking, safety game, everything. He's really coming with an overall package, and that's what you got to do if you want to have an opportunity to play against some of the greatest players on earth and walk away with that very impressive trophy. I mean, that trophy, Alvin, you've had a chance to look at it, I'm sure. It's really spectacular.
It's amazing, yes. And this would be another great victory for both of these players.
Yeah, Shane really, in my opinion, burst out onto the scene in 2007 when he won the U.S. Open Nine-Ball Championships in Chesapeake, Virginia. We went through a really difficult field. Players all around the country, 20 different countries, I believe, 256 or 250 something players, and he looked unstoppable that year. He really looked like he was the future of the pool, and he really swirled up a lot of questions if Shane really had what it took to consistently deliver at that level and continue to climb the ladder of what he's capable of doing. And in my opinion, I think that this crowd right here has particularly come to grow with Shane as he's grown as a professional, as a player, represented America in the Mosconi Cup, and continued to have a really impressive and remarkable career.
Absolutely. With
many professional wins and just continuing to be a dominant force out there in the professional landscape. So it's exciting to watch Shane play.
It is. Shane's a great player, and he has the form, the function, the mechanics to make it happen.
Definitely. And Thorsten, of course, he's a tremendous straight pool player. Runs hundreds all the time, literally. He's the kind of guy that he's not happy if he just runs 100 while he's practicing. He wants to just continue to see how much he can run. And whether it's 9-ball or straight pool or it's 8-ball, or whatever game, wherever game Thorsten's playing, it seems that he puts on a show in terms of textbook outs and cue ball position play. So this is going to be a good matchup here. What do you think about how Shane hit that ball?
Well, he's scratching his ear and looking like he's not happy with it, and I can see why. He gets a little too much. Sometimes his flare gets, will stop. Something will go wrong in his stroke, and the ball will just die. Where he has that very flowing English stroke, nice slow backstroke, that final backstroke. Watch how slow it is. See that? And so that finesse and flair he has, sometimes when he's not playing great, feeling great, it'll be like that. Yeah, something's wrong with his equipment. He's looking at the cue. He looks perplexed there. Not the happiest camper right now. And Thorsten has an easy shot on the 8-ball to get shape on the 9 and bring himself to get a score here, the opening score. In this best of 3 sets, races to 8.
The races to 8, best out of 3 sets, really puts a lot of pressure right from the get-go to come away with that first game or that early lead, because that race to 8 goes really quick at this level. These players are really great players. So, all right, so Thorsten takes the first rack against Shane Van Boening here at the new home of the Super Billiards Expo in Edison, New Jersey, here at the New Jersey Expo Center. And in my opinion, this is a big step up from last year. I think the location is right in Allen's and his family and his staff's backyard, as well as pretty much catering to one of the most knowledgeable crowds in the States. The New York, New Jersey area has been known for not only producing a lot of great players in straight pool and 9-ball and 10-ball, but also proving over the years to continue to be one of the most knowledgeable crowds really in the nation. So here in New Jersey, Edison, New Jersey, right here in the tri-state area, you have players from all around that have come together, and there's a real strong showing here in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and it's really exciting to see. So I'm excited about it. So Thorsten sets the break. It's game number 2. Breaks him solid. The cue ball gets away from him a little bit, comes towards the back rail, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because that 1-ball, as Alvin was saying a little earlier on, tends to come back up the back table as well. And if the cue ball and the 1-ball are traveling in the same direction in that area, you're likely to come up with a shot. So here it looks like Thorsten does have a shot on the 1-ball. He does have a cut shot where he's going away from the pocket here, and it's a little tricky shot. But if Thorsten's able to get position right, the rest of the rack is wide open. So in my opinion, this is the key shot of the game. Wow, struck that very well. Yeah, Thorsten looks really solid out there. It's going to be a great match. All right, We're back here. Thorsten's looking good so far. He's trying to extend his one-game lead, and I'd like to welcome a special drop-in commentator guest, friend of mine, longtime friend of mine, and great player from the New York area, Connecticut area, and really all across the nation over the years. Rob Saez. How's it going, Rob?
Hey Jay, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're excited to have a couple of minutes to get your perspective of this event and this matchup, and really just this whole new experience here in Edison, New Jersey.
Yeah, it's pretty. I like the venue. Venue's a lot better than it was last year, and seems like everybody's also enjoying it. And I think it's gonna be a pretty good spot here for the next few years.
I think so too. I think that overall the census is this place is great across the board, and I do believe that everyone is going to be looking to make this place the new home of the Super Billiards Expo for many years to come. And I like to see that be the case because it really is a good place. It's very spacious. There's parking, of course, everywhere.
Lot
vendors.
of hotel rooms close by.
That's right, exactly. And there's a lot to do. Good restaurants, food, all that.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Thorsten's. He's got a pretty good angle here. Should just draw it one rail over. Hit that ball pretty good. Thorsten's been playing solid. Thorsten's been playing real solid, and he's due. He hasn't. I don't think he's won anything here in a while, and I'd like to see him win. Shane's a great player, of course, and he wins everything. So it'd be nice to see a different face on the cover.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a great guy and everything, but
yeah, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. Thorsten's a great player. He's certainly capable of doing it.
Yeah,
and in my opinion, it's great to see a lot of different people.
He's also one of the nice guys too. He's a real nice guy too.
Absolutely, he really is. He's an ambassador for the game, and he really looks to commit to the professionalism and the ultimate quality of what this game has to offer. So it's really great, and so does Shane.
Yeah, absolutely. And the best 10-ball break in the world. You just seen it. And it's unreal, but this don't happen too often. But he broke dry. Can you imagine that?
He did break dry, absolutely. He's in disbelief. Look at the ball spread wide open. If he did make a shot, he'd be sitting pretty and have an opportunity to go 3-0. 3-0, but yeah.
Where's the two ball? Two balls in the middle of the table.
I believe that's the two there.
Yeah.
It's either the two or the four. I'm not sure from here.
The key shot would be the 5 ball, right? The 5 ball at 5-10 right there, tied up on the left side.
Yeah, so here I'm curious if he's going to try to draw. If that is the 2 ball, I'm curious if he's going to draw past the center of the table, down table, giving himself a little angle to break that up to 5-10. Or what do you think he's going to do here?
Tough to tell. I'm wondering if he might just. I don't know if he can draw it, or he's gonna hit it with follow. Come to the left side of the 2. Yeah, he tried to avoid the 8 and try to come to the left side of the 2, and to play the 2 in the side. But I don't know if he's gonna. If he's gonna duck or if he's gonna try to cut this in the side. It's looking like he's trying to cut this in the side. Oh, he's ducking. Yeah, he ducked. Good shot. Shane's gonna obviously just kick one rail. Probably try to hopefully hit the bottom side of the 2. Try to bank the 2 up table and leave the cue up back down here by the 5-10. Unless he just slow rolls it and just tries to freeze it. Oh, yep. He caught the top side of it.
Let's see what he leaves here.
Yeah, come on, all right. I don't know if the 2 fits by the 3.
I'm not sure if the 2 does fit by the 3. It's definitely going to be tight.
I think I might hit the top side of the 2 and float over right behind the 510.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's going to do. I mean, I think that'd be the right shot because I don't think the 2-ball fits. And if it does fit, he might have less than a half a pocket, and you don't really want to chance it, especially if the score is still tight. Yeah, I think he's going to play the safety, like I said. Oh, wow. Wow. I thought he would. I think he tried to do a little bit much more than he needed to. I think if he could have just floated right behind the 510.
He could have. That was a speed shot where you just had to really control the cue ball in that shot and the timing. But that was certainly an option. Yeah, Thorsten tried to play the safe there, but just didn't execute it well. Left Shane the shot.
I really didn't like that option though. The way he went about it.
All right, that's a big shot, and he did real good not to hit that too hard or with too much English, because he had to stay real close to that side rail in order to have a shot on the 3.
Can he make this 3?
From here, I think he can with a little bit of left-hand English.
Is that the 4 up there by the 8
4
top
up
left?
in the corner? Yeah, exactly, by the corner pocket.
Guess he's gonna try to go 1. Let's see, 1, 2. Well, he's trying to figure out a way if he should come 2 rails and then over back to the left side of the table, or is he gonna try to run into the 8? Yeah, that's what he's trying to figure out right now.
I don't know how much of the 3 ball he has from this angle, but if Shane can, apply a little bit of right-hand English and kill it off the rail would follow, I think he could.
Actually, it would actually be left-hand English.
Right-hand English and kill the angle a little bit, because with
right hand from us, left for him.
No, it will be
left.
I'm talking off the end rail. Off this end rail and not hitting another cushion, coming straight down.
You see, he couldn't make it.
He couldn't make it.
He couldn't make it.
Wow.
Yeah, it looked a little funny. That's why he had that face expression.
What I was thinking is if he had enough of the shot and he had an angle that would have taken the cue ball towards, let's say, the other corner pocket. If he had that angle, if he would have shot, it would follow with right hand English to kill the momentum of the cue ball and just travel without hitting another rail past the side pocket, just to give you enough shot, clearing the path that the 8 ball would be blocking it. But in that situation right there, it didn't look like he had that much of that shot. So here comes Toasty, as a lot of his friends know him, and he's looking at a tricky combination or a safe.
3-ball combo? 3-ball combo. That's that straight pulling him.
Yep, that's a great shot. Speed
He's
control
a great
as
straight
well.
pull player, so those combinations come naturally to him.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's a great combination shot player. And
just a great player, all the way around.
All the way around. And if you're an amateur looking to learn a little bit more about the game of pool and position play, if you notice, Thorsten struck that ball in such a manner that the 3 wouldn't go too far away from that corner pocket and leaving the cue ball a good angle.
Thorsten bears down on this shot. Ooh.
Ooh, a little shaky there, but he come with it. Trying to play the 5. I wonder. I mean, I guess he apparently wasn't. I don't know if he was trying to get position for the 510 or. But it looks like he's on the 50-yard line here.
Wow, let's take a look at the top camera.
Yeah, it looks like he's on the 50.
This is just like a low right-hand English shot, or kind of a center spin shot, like a side spin, kind of.
I guess he's gonna play to cut it in the lower right corner to pass the 7 and go 2 rails for the 6, 2 or 3 rails for the 6.
Wow! Look at this.
What a shot,
man!
Look at the speed. Speed is perfect. Perfect angle.
Wow, that was impressive.
He should be out from here for sure.
Shane's just shaking his head.
But you know how pool goes. Funny things happen. You know, nothing's guaranteed until it's over.
That's right.
Yeah, Shane doesn't look too much like Shane right now.
No.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Go ahead.
I don't know if like from this angle, I don't know if I would have came out maybe 2 rails out to the middle of the table. Then I mean he's all right. I guess he's got enough room to get from like make the 7 and avoid the 9. Just come up 1 rail.
Look at Shane, red face, looking at the floor. That's
Yeah.
not a good way to do this matchup. That's for sure.
Oh, look at this. Looks like you got straight in here. He's gonna have to. I mean, he's gonna have to come with it here. This ain't no easy shot.
You got to maintain control of your emotions. I believe is so huge in pool, especially
85% mental,
It's
10%
so much.
luck. 10% skill, 5% luck.
controlling your mind, the mental edge.
Uh-oh, this might be this. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
He's
It's
gonna get
never
too steep.
over. You just don't ever know, man. With this game of pool, everything looks easy, and just one out at one time you get out of line and screws up the whole pattern. Screws up the whole run out of line once. I guess he's probably gonna bank this up table. Oh, he's gonna thin it and send the cue ball up table.
Yeah, it looks like Thorsten's going to play a defensive shot, just in it.
Yeah. I believe
That was all right, but I believe that Thorsten wanted it a little
yeah.
thinner than he did.
Yeah, and he put himself in a trap here because Shane's gonna put the 9 ball up table and the cue ball right behind the 10. Yep, he hit it perfect. He hit it perfect. You know, it's and what's the score? 2-0 Thorsten. The 2-0 Thorsten, right?
2-0 Thorsten, yes.
That's a big game. This is huge.
Game.
That
yeah.
was huge
Yeah,
there.
this is a huge game.
Alternating breaks, man, that's huge. You know, and it would have been 3-0 Thorsten, and it's his break.
That's right.
That's big.
What's it like being down the playing both Thorsten and Shane? What kind of are those guys super aggressive players that come at you at your level? You can probably know their games a little bit.
Shane, you can tell when he's coming at you. It's like when he's coming at you, look at that jump shot.
You beat him twice in a row in the Super Billiards Expo of 2011 in this tournament. Two times right in a row.
Yeah, I'm pretty fortunate. And I played pretty good. And
played strong.
He made a couple errors, and I took advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you got to do to beat him. If you don't take advantage of his errors, you can believe that guy's coming like a freight train, and he's gonna hit you with whatever he needs to hit you with. I mean, the guy's so powerful.
You're one of the only guys that I know can beat him. That I would not bet.
He's beat me the last couple of times.
He got
but
lucky
you can tell that he was coming back with vengeance.
Now,
Yeah,
Jerry,
Rob,
have you also played Shane?
I actually haven't.
What about Thorsten? Because I know you play in a lot of the pro events yourself.
I've played against him once in Florida in it was like a handicap tournament. I was getting a few games in the wire. I don't know if it was like 3 or 4 in a race to 10 or 11. I'm not really sure. And I maybe won 3 or 4 games against Thorsten, and he played spectacular. And he really crushed me in that set, but I didn't really have many opportunities at the
That's how they do it. They you blink your eyes and they're 3 racks up on you, man.
Yeah, to me,
you're like that
Thorsten
too, Rob.
comes at. I mean, to me, he's like a freight train. Thorsten just comes at you.
Look at that precision.
Well,
Look at that.
he breaks them balls good too.
He's
man.
got the
does break the
speed
balls
down.
good.
He's got
He
that
breaks
medium
the-
speed.
Unfortunately, he didn't come up with a shot, but he's got control of the table. So let's see what he does.
Very good. All right, and again, we're brought to you by nycgrind.com. We are Inside Pool Magazine, blasting out across the galaxy. We're here with Jerry T from NYC Grind, as well as Rob Saez, professional player, one of the top players on the planet, without a doubt. Wouldn't you agree, Jerry?
No question, Rob. I've seen Rob's game since I don't even know how old I was. Maybe 14 years old, 13, 14, 15. I'm not even sure exactly, but back then when I was a kid and just coming up in the game, Rob had a little something special that a lot of the other players didn't have. He had more heart, it seemed, more passion for the game, more hunger than a lot of these players. And,
Look at this shot.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That was a really creative and really good shot.
That was risky.
Risky. Yep. Yeah, I guess it really wasn't a really good shot because he left them this shot, so it wasn't that great. But it was a very creative shot, and he did come close to pocketing it. But to finish the thought, Thorsten's really a great player, no question. But I haven't really had an opportunity to play him that much. I have played you, Rob, over the years many times, and I don't have a really good record against you, that's for sure. I've come close a few times where you realize that I could fight back a little bit, but it seems like as soon as I end up coming close, you just kick into that other gear.
If you would have stuck with it and really put your time into it as you have with your NYC grind and all that other stuff, you definitely would. You had all the ability, just like anybody else. You just chose to go a different avenue, and you enjoy the game, and you still get to play pool, and you have fun with it. But it's not. You just chose not to. Wow, how do you hit it?
Great shot. Beauty.
You just chose to go a different avenue.
Yeah,
Rob,
that's exactly right.
Let me ask you, Rob. Now, there's a step up from the level of AA player to AAA player, which you are a AAA player, along with these gentlemen here. Was there a point where something snapped for you to take that leap from AA to AAA player, and that there is a very huge jump there? What was happening in your? Because I know the last few years you really jumped to that AAA level.
What helped me is when I moved to Florida. I moved to Capone's.
Absolutely,
and,
Rocky.
Rocky, great guy, great pool room.
Absolutely, my favorite.
And I miss it there. I do miss it there.
Yeah. I just did a nice set there.
And he had Rodney and Earl was there, and I played a lot. But Corey came afterwards. But when I was there and playing a lot with Rodney. And,
gotcha.
And that helped my game out a lot. You know what I mean?
So that was the step up.
Yeah, that's what really helped me.
Was it a mind thing too?
Yeah, absolutely. You're playing with one of the best players to ever play the game, and and then you start competing with him, and not competing, like practicing with him, and you get to win some games and matches and sets and stuff like that, and then you start thinking to yourself, wow, really? Is this really happening? You know what I mean? And mentally, when that starts happening, it mentally just makes you more of a believer. And of course, just being on the same table with a guy like that is just like, it helps. It helps a lot mentally, and you know what I mean. It's your confidence goes up. You learn a lot. You learn a lot. He's one of the best players to ever play the game, and he plays so effortless and you know what I mean. It's no struggling. You know what I mean. Sometimes he might struggle, but everybody has those days where it looks like you might be struggling. You know what I mean? No one ever plays 100% perfect all the time. There goes that monster break again.
That's where the level of you guys, whoever's having the better day at the AAA level, it's who's ever having the better day.
Yeah,
mentally.
or who's getting the better rolls and stuff like that. You gotta have rolls. You cannot win tournaments and not get lucky. Everybody at some point in the match, some goofy thing happens that determines, that one roll can determine the whole outcome.
Absolutely, and I've had people argue with me. One missed ball can make you lose a set. I've seen it at your guys' level. One missed ball can change everything.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad that you agree with me on that.
You really do need a combination of luck and skill to win an entire tournament.
Absolutely.
Because along the way, you will run into tricky situations, and a cue ball could end up just brushing another ball, and that ball could either leave you in the perfect position by a millimeter, or it could leave you in the absolute worst situation by another millimeter. So this is a game of, inches, millimeters, maybe even less than that. Right, it's less than that in reality.
It truly is.
So there's a lot to say about, that combination where not only are you very skilled, but you tend to almost kind of create your own luck. And for some reason, I've noticed over the years that Shane is one of those players that seems to somehow have the ability to actually create his own luck to a degree. And it's impressive.
Well, he's so creative with this stroke as well. Look at the way that he manipulates the ball. And one thing that I notice about Shane is he changes
look at that.
He changes his stroke and style every every time.
You know, it's
he
funny.
works on it all the time.
It's funny because I tend to do things like that, and I think it depends on the climate of the
Wow.
room,
Wow.
the way the tables play, and I find myself sometimes to play with different strokes. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's the same rhythm, but it's a different stroke. It's weird.
For the speed problem?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the speed, isn't it?
That was
Interesting.
pretty.
Interesting.
That was pretty careless of him to miss that ball. You
Sure.
don't see him miss simple combinations like that too often.
That's how he does it when he's playing bad in the matches. He'll just miss the easiest shots.
Yeah.
It's strange.
But look, from that one game, that Thorsten didn't take advantage of that out. It would have been 3-0. Look at now, it's 2-2.
Wow.
2-2 from one error.
Unbelievable.
One error.
This game is it's amazing.
Is he trying to cut this, or is he playing safe?
Boy, he looks like he's cutting this ball.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's
Wow,
a natural
great
roll.
shot.
Gorgeous shot.
What about the lead?
Ooh. Slow down. Just like Jerry was saying, thousandths of
yeah.
an inch. A little roll longer, and it's going to be a way tougher shot.
Here it looks like Thorsten's all right, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's going to float up just for the 8 in the side. A little straight pull shot.
You know he is the master of the straight pull.
Yeah, he's a great straight pull player.
Just looks like a submariner, doesn't he? Just looks like a sailor today. He's
Yeah.
got that sporty look on, that little hoodie thing. Torsten's always so sporty. Look at this great playing.
He's always well dressed.
Yes, he is. He's a professional.
Yeah.
10-ball delivery.
3-2, Thorsten.
All right, I got to take just a second to mention our sponsors. Our big sponsors are OBQs and Kamui Tips. I did an interview a little bit ago with John Bertone from Long Beach, California, the owner of Kamui. They have a new tip. It's the Kamui Clear Tip. It's a polycarbonate, and it adheres to the bottom of the tip without glue, and it keeps a layer. It keeps a protective layer between the ferrule and the Kamui tip. There's a plastic clear layer, and that's so that the glue will not seep into the leather tip and create hard spots and inconsistencies on the tip as it wears. So that's their new clear tip.
I played with it, and I've played with that tip, and
You like it?
yeah, I do like it.
And you use the soft, medium, or hard?
I was using the super soft.
Okay, super soft. So, and you can get that from your authorized installer in June. And if you want to find out about your authorized installer, you go to kamuitips.com and to the contact us and fill out the request form. Okay, they also have their Gator grips with some new stuff with that. They got shirts. They got the new Kamui chalk, 2 different kinds, 0.98 and 1.21. For a player that re-chalks his cue all the time is 1.21. And that's about it for now. We'll go into some more later.
That
There
ball on the
goes.
side, got the 1 in the corner. Oh,
Beauty.
look at this. He's
Look at the
hooked.
9.
It's amazing how the balls roll sometimes, man. It just, just doesn't get a shot. That's unfortunate there.
That is when everything stops moving, and
That
you know
last
the
ball
match
rolling.
is over. When you know it's over sometimes, that is an amazing stillness that goes through the room. That's for
It's
sure.
amazing.
It is.
And then, now where the 1 ball sits, sometimes, it gets tricky to where you're going to push, when you got that 1 ball sitting so lovely right there in the corner. It's like you don't even have a push to where you're going to push to, you know what I mean? Sometimes you're going to have to just push to a jump shot. So he's going to take the jump shot here. Not even going to push to a jump shot. He's going to take it.
He's a great jump player, so. Ooh, almost got the carom rolling there.
He might get lucky. Did he get lucky? Did he freeze? Did
Let's
he
see.
get
Let's
it?
go to the other angle. We just happen to have a shot on that. And
No.
Shane
no.
Van Boening is not going to have a shot.
No, he can.
Wow, it looks tight right there. I'm not really sure if he can actually pocket.
No, he can't.
ball.
Oh, wow.
Man, I'll tell you what. I'm seeing
Frustration?
so much in this match that I did not know before.
He got away with it there.
Your mind is so in control of things that's going on at a level that we don't even understand. That's what I'm seeing here. I mean, This is just a frustrating day for Mr. Van Boening. I can tell from the look on his
Yeah,
face.
look, I mean,
See
his
how
whole
red
body
he is?
English and
Look
how
at
he's
him.
sitting, he's slumped over.
Yep, he's looking away from the table.
Yeah, he's not 100% focused.
No. I was talking to Ralph Souquet about my theory that he is one of the players that is
his-
absorbed into the table.
His
He agrees.
his mental aspect of the game is unbelievable. That guy is like a robot.
He's the man.
When it comes to the mental, his demeanor will not change, man. I mean, it's unreal. He is the baddest when it comes to that.
Look
Wow,
at
what a
that
shot,
shot.
Thorsten.
Amazing.
Great
That's an
shot.
amazing shot right there. Robbie, you played Thorsten in this tournament and lost to Thorsten, right? Or
When this tournament,
Yeah.
I lost to Shane.
Oh, you lost to Shane.
Yeah.
Right. What was the final score of that set?
He beat me 8-2, 8-3.
Wow.
Yep.
Go back to our top camera here.
He played really good on me. And a couple unfortunate errors I made, and he took advantage. And that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get punished when you make those mistakes against a guy like that. 3-2 Thorsten, looking to make it 4-2.
The Toastmaster. Look at that roll.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know here.
No. That's the. Oh,
Wow,
yeah,
he's looking to
yeah.
the sky. Wow,
Wow.
that is something else there, my friend. Rarely do you see them look to the sky.
You don't really see him make too many easy mistakes like that.
I do want to give a special shout out to Focused Apparel, who has really been supportive of Inside Pool during this event. Brian Russell.
That's awesome.
Check out their event. Check them out on Facebook. They've been putting the duds on me as well as everybody else. Brian, thanks a lot. So special shout out real quick to them. They work with Inside Pool as well.
Awesome.
And also, of course, NYC Grind has been super supportive of Inside Pool during this event. Jerry T, I want to thank you very much for your patience and everything you do, my friend. And make sure everybody check the news out. Allison's writing the stories. It's got Brian Long. Who else you got on your staff?
We came. Thank you very much,
No problem.
Alvin. I appreciate
You're very
that,
welcome.
and it's a pleasure to do my part and to lead a team of passionate people.
Absolutely.
Do our part to contribute the best that we can to this sport, this industry.
It's good to see you guys collaborating together and building. You know what I
It's
mean?
cool, isn't it?
Yeah. You work together, you get a lot more done.
You do.
You get a lot. It's a lot easier to get ahead when you work together.
Well,
Yeah.
that's really the goal with this co-production between Inside Pool and NYCGrind.com, where the goal is really 1 + 1 = 3 or more, for us being able to just raise the level of quality up a little higher, raise the bar up a little higher, and work together to create a greater result that either one of us could create on our own.
Absolutely.
Team up in terms of exposure, team up in terms of manpower and insight,
Absolutely.
and just really just working together here on site at an event like this.
It's been really nice.
It's nice. It really is nice, and it feels good that different people, different companies within this world, this pool world, whether you're a player or you're in business here, can play nice with competitors. I think that's really cool. Just like a player, when you're playing, Robbie, how many times have you played? Shane, for example, over the years. I mean, it must be a bunch of times, every time.
I've played him close to 10 times.
And we
Wow.
gotta play nice, don't we? Oh,
I mean,
we just
you
gotta play
gotta-
nice.
you gotta play
That's
nice.
it. Or I'm calling mom. It's real simple. I'm telling mom. All right, Shane Van Boening puts a smackdown. What can we do? What can we find on NYCGrind.com about this tournament, Jerry? I just want to finish wrapping up on
Sounds good. We will.
with Allison.
We're taking a 360-degree approach in coverage in terms of the Super Billiards Expo here. And what we're trying to do is paint a picture of the overall experience. And it's very challenging to do at a total of 14 events. But let's turn our attention to Shane for a second as he pockets the 10 ball. And we have a really great match here.
Absolutely.
3-3.
In the finals of the Super Billiards Expo Diamond 10 Ball Championships here. It's really exciting. But to finish the thought, Allison, our editor, has been really doing a great job in not only contributing stories and taking some photos, but we've teamed up and doing something a little bit different. We're working with more professional photographers so that we can showcase more of the expo through a professional's lens, a professional's eyes, and do what we can to best showcase pool from a professional standpoint. And unfortunately, traditional media is not covering this event. They could be covering this event quite clearly because these are the best players in the world. These aren't guys at a bar that just got far in their local tournament. I mean, these guys
This is it.
are the best in the world. And alongside the best men in the world are the best women in the world.
Yes.
So the reality is what these players are doing on these tables here is certainly a sport. And you need an extreme amount of skill, and it takes mastery. It takes a year. It takes 10 years or 10,000 hours of practice and commitment and dedication in order to be great at it. So
Without a doubt.
there really should be no reason why traditional media doesn't and won't in the very near future give us a little bit more credibility, a little bit more exposure, and bring us into the conversations. And basically what we're trying to do is do our part to show the world from the best that we can bring to the table how we see this game. And hopefully
Awesome.
that's through a professional lens.
That's what I see on your website, nycgrind.com. And we do have one of the supermen of the game sitting right next to me and in between Jerry and I here, and that's Rob Saez. You're getting his expert opinion on the game. And what are you seeing, Rob, from your view right now with this match?
I'm seeing how Shane's really not 100% today. I mean, from what I'm seeing here lately in the last few games, but it doesn't matter. You can never count this man out. And Thorsten's just being him, you know, his normal self, playing great pool and being a perfect gentleman. And looks like he should be out here. I guess he over hit the 4 ball. I guess he's gonna go around the table, maybe around the 9, come on a short side for the 7. Right around the 9, like I said, short side for the 7. And he hit it like Houdini.
That was a great shot.
He hit it like
It really
Houdini.
was a great shot.
As usual. But he got a little straight actually, so this might be a little tricky because the 8's in the middle of the table.
Okay, we got Joey K in the house here now with Jerry T and Rob Sayers. And what everything
What's
is Rob
up,
is
Joey?
saying, everything Rob is saying is on the money.
How you been, Joey?
Not bad, not bad. Things are good.
Good to see you here.
Yes, Robbie, good to see you. And hope
Yeah.
I heard Robbie's doing real well in his life. He's working out a lot. He's playing hard. He changed a lot of things, and he's
I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on it.
he's doing very well. He's doing so. We wish him luck in the future.
Thank you, Joey. I wish
Joey,
you guys luck.
a lot of Joey's friends know him as JK or Joey K as well. I've known Joey also since I was a young kid, and Joey is a great player in his own right.
Nice shot,
You know,
Nathan. Sorry.
And even though you've taken a little time off recently, I'm sure that we'll see you
Coming
in
back,
the near
baby.
future, playing in events like this, playing against these guys, and playing in a little bit of time at this level. So I'm going to actually step away from the booth as Shane lines up this 10 ball, and we have a battle here, ladies and gentlemen. And as soon as Shane pockets this 10, I'm going to step away for a moment, and I'm going to introduce to you Allison Fisher from NYC Grind. who's
He's
gonna be
still got to
stepping
pocket
in
it, buddy. He's still
with
got to
Joey
pocket it.
K and Rob Saez. So let's turn to Shane and see what he's got.
Swish.
Yeah, he pocketing good.
What's 4-3? 4-3
Is it
Shane.
4-3? What's the race, Robbie? Or what's it?
It's 2 out of 3 races to 8. I don't know if it's changed in the finals or not, but that's how it's been the whole tournament.
Okay, what do you think? How is your outlook on this Super Billiards tournament expo this year? In this newest place they have it at, you know?
No, it's a good venue. A lot of hotels close by. It's definitely a step or 2 above last year, as far as in area wise.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like a lot of people are more happier this year than they were last year. You know, you're not really hearing any too much complaining, none of that stuff. So it looks like this might be the next place this is going to be probably the
I think you're
next
right.
few years that it's going to be here, and I think everybody's happy with it.
And we want to wish Allison Fisher here to the mic.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Allison. How are you?
Hi, Allison.
Joey.
How's it
Hi,
going?
Rob.
Any
Nice
good-
to be with you.
Yes, nice to be
Thanks for having-
with you too.
We're glad to have you.
Thanks, guys.
I see you're always on the job, always busy.
Yes.
Always
it's
on the
been a
job.
very,
She is
very
an
busy-
unbelievable asset to pool. She does great writing. She's always on top of coverage. She is.
She don't miss a beat.
No,
does
she don't miss a beat. She's pretty strong to me, boy.
Wow. Well, that's really great to hear, guys. I
She's pretty
appreciate it.
strong. So what do we got going on here now? Is this after the break?
Yeah, unfortunately, again, he doesn't have a shot. This is like the second or third time he's broke the balls like Godzilla and has no shot on the one.
And then that's huge right there. You know how big that is. If you get to the shot on the one, he could be out. You know what I mean? It's the smaller rolls. There's huge opportunities. You know.
This is tricky here because he's over the
jacked up.
ball, length of the table, and I think I don't know if he might try to thin the 1, 2 rails behind the 2 and bring the cue up behind the 3-9, or if he's gonna 1 rail the 1 ball down table and try to keep it behind the 2, but it's tricky because you can scratch there. So
Yeah,
I don't know what option
they're
he's
both
gonna
kind
do.
of
It's
tricky
tough to
shots.
tell what he's gonna do from here. He 1 rail.
He went that shot. You said, which I think I like. I like that shot. It was tricky because the corner was yes. You got
real close.
Well, you had to hit it with a top flat that was Yeah,
but it's very easy to go into that
yes,
hole.
very
easy to go in that
easy.
hole under
I've
pressure
gone in that hole many
situation,
times. I've gone in that
down
hole many
4-3 in the final,
times.
Playing Jesus Christ over there.
This guy.
You make a mistake with this guy.
Not for
and it's
nothing.
like,
This guy plays
the end
great.
of the world.
I give him all the credit in the world. God bless him. He plays great, but boy, does he get things working for him. And that's huge.
Great player.
Yeah, great player.
His
Great
discipline is
player.
there. You know, he's always practicing hitting balls. That's what it takes.
And Shane is definitely great for pool too. You know, he's
sure.
he's got a fantastic image for the game.
Yeah. Yes.
And really,
he's good with the kids too.
He's good
Is
with
he?
the
Yeah.
kids.
He's good with the kids. Yeah.
That's good. Well, we wish him the best.
So we have 4-3, and Shane is leading. Is that
Yes,
is that correct?
yes.
Okay.
It was 2-0 Thorsten. It was 2-0 Thorsten, and he made a simple error, and the next thing you know, 4-3. You make an error, and the thing was, it was 3. It would have been 3-0 if he would have got out, and his break. So that was huge. He could have went 4-0, and now look at the scores, 4-3 from one error.
Now I'm sorry, I just got here. The format is it winner break or
Alternate break.
Oh, it's alternate breaks. Okay,
And
all right.
when you fall 2 games behind alternate break, it can be extremely deadly.
Sure.
And they are not using the call shot 10
No,
ball.
They're not
rules.
using the call shot 10 ball.
Nope.
Cut me off.
You fired me.
Alvin, you know you cut me off?
Oh, I did?
You
Are
evicted
you done?
me.
Yeah, you fucked the whole thing off.
All right,
You
good?
evicted us.
Oh, sorry about that. I see what happened.
Yeah, I think
we're here now?
everybody. I think
Alvin
we're back
evicted
online.
us for a minute.
All right.
We had technical
We're back
difficulties.
on.
I could actually say we've had technical difficulties.
Yes.
Like I hear the people say on the news. They say, excuse me,
That's
we're
it.
having technical
Joey,
difficulties.
say that 10 times.
We're
real
live.
fast.
We're having technical difficulties.
Okay. And it was death from above there. From
Well, he didn't get. He jumped it and didn't leave Thorsten much, but.
Alvin's back on the mic.
we're live. Got Joey
Oh,
Korziak,
wow, what a
Allison
bad
Fisher,
roll.
Rob Saez, and we're live,
And I
baby.
just want to give a shout out to this guy Alvin here. He does a great job.
Thank you very
He's
much.
He's
Another
always
guy,
on
he's
the
always working.
always. Every time I
busy,
try to
always
talk to
doing
this guy, I
something.
talk to him. I gotta go.
I got work to do.
Yeah, he is.
Well, thanks,
he
guys.
He is unbelievable in the pool world.
Oh, shucks, I'm blushing.
Okay, here we got what's this? The 4-8 back here.
Anything to make you guys look good, and girls.
Well, I mean,
That's my
it's gonna
goal.
take a lot to help me look good. I mean, look at me.
No way, man.
Oh, you're beautiful. Stop.
Oh, stop it.
You look good, you play
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah,
Smells
yeah,
good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Absolutely.
And it sounds good.
Nobody's as pretty as you, Joey.
Oh, we already know that.
Thank you for the compliment.
Except maybe Allison.
Might be true, but except Allison, you're right about that.
Absolutely. All right, we're blasting. In case you're just joining us, we're in the New Jersey Convention Center watching Shane Van Boening play Thorsten Hohmann.
In the finals, yeah.
We got
Hey,
the.
you know what's cool? You know what's cool is to having the ladies playing next to the men. You know what I mean?
But you know what? They
Awesome.
should. I understand that, but they should have it moved over one table. I didn't know why they didn't give the room for the players
What
to
do you
shoot.
mean? There's one table over.
No, they're not one table over. They're the next table over. I mean,
No.
skip a table and one over, so they
skipped
got
the
room.
table.
No, they didn't skip a
No.
table.
There you
no,
can
they
see
didn't.
them.
Oh, they
No.
didn't skip a
No,
table.
no, they didn't skip a
Yeah,
table.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I disagree with that. But
Yeah,
but
yeah,
but
I
it is
agree,
nice to
I
have
agree.
them. But it is nice to have them
What's
playing
what's
next to each
Shane
other.
gonna do here?
I think they probably
Look
do
at
it
this, look at
more
this.
for the spectators than anything, so that
Wow.
the spectators can be close to
Yeah,
both
but I tell you,
matches.
I understand, Allison, but in this event here, it wouldn't have mattered. You could see both fine from
Yeah.
both ends there, and you know, you just don't want the players in the other player's way, and you got to wait for them. This is that. You know, this is the finals, so you know you want to have
Right.
room. You know.
Absolutely. Hey, that Coke on you.
How'd he hit
All
that
right.
one? He hit that one like Houdini.
Wow. Let's have a
He
look
hit it
at
like Houdini.
our magic cam
Well,
there.
I don't know
Oh,
if
that's
he
not
hit
it.
like Houdini, David Blaine, and Chris Angel all at once.
Nice.
Robbie's just bringing all this out. He's getting
Nice. Plugs galore.
Thorsten's gonna try to come maybe 1-2 rails, maybe come off the bottom rail, maybe clip the 4 and bring the cue ball back up towards the 10, and 4 ball nudge it over down towards the 8.
What do you think, Superman
what am I
Joey
looking at
K?
here? I don't. Wait, he's safe behind him. I'm sorry, I stepped away for a minute, and he's kicking. He wants to kick this off then. Yeah, there you go. Good shot.
Wow.
Good shot. Hit it great.
Oh, look at this.
Perfect.
Hit it
a great
great.
shot.
Perfect.
Hit it great.
Good shot, Thorsten.
And left it in front of the pocket where it's not in front of the pocket. It's a little, you know, it's a tricky.
When
It'd be cool to see Thorsten win. You know, Thorsten hasn't, I don't think, won anything.
I
here in a
actually
little
want
while.
Thorsten to win.
And
I
he's
mean,
and
I
he's
don't
a
want to take
really-
nothing
and
away
he's a
from
really
Shane,
nice
but
guy, you know, and he works hard and.
oh, I didn't know that was like that. Tell you the truth, that looked way harder from where I was
yeah,
at.
it did.
Look at this.
That didn't look like
No,
It's
don't worry,
on
he'll be
the-
perfect.
Wow.
That's how they're rolling.
Robbie's
No
just
problem.
on point with him.
He's on the
Is the ball rolling in a different direction, Rob?
He defeated you, Rob, didn't he?
match
defeat
change?
you?
Shane.
Did Daddy got a lot working for him? I mean, he
Yeah,
must have played well,
but
did
he
he?
played well.
Played
He
well.
played great as usual. Too,
Look at
you
this
know what I
shot.
mean?
Yeah,
This-
but
you know,
those
this
little
hits here-
things
this
mean
hits-
a lot. Those little.
those little rolls and
They mean-
yeah, they mean a
it's
lot.
to separate
it's
you
cool,
from
you know,
being a champion, but it's still separate. I understand,
sometimes
but
you go in spurts where
I understand.
you get the rolls, and then sometimes they
but you
get
need
the
them
rolls.
when
You know, just
the problem is you need them when they count. That's the problem.
yeah, but it works both ways. You go
Yeah,
through dry
yeah.
spells, and then sometimes you go through spells where the rolls go for you for 2-3 months. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. That's pool.
Very true.
Here, he's going to cut this in the corner. He's going to go 2 rails. He's probably going to bump the 8-10 to break that up and come up for the side for the 7. I like that shot. He's
That's
gonna cut it,
nice.
go 2 rails, bump the top side of the 8,
I like
and just
that.
come over here with the cue ball.
That
And
would be
7 on the
pretty.
side. That's
That
the
would be
shot.
pretty.
That's the shot, and I'll bet you a cup of coffee.
You got it.
Oh, he
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
An hour. He,
Look
I
at
didn't
the
think he was
seven.
gonna
Oh,
hit.
look at how this rolls. Look at how it ends.
Look, see, he
That's
ends
the
up
shot.
on- That's
See, you
the
know what?
stuff.
Not for
This is
nothing.
the stuff that I'm talking
The
about.
best shot I've seen.
You hit it 300 miles an hour. He doesn't
Wow.
know exactly where the balls were going there because he hit it so hard, and he comes out smiling like a rose.
It's all up here, my friend. It's all up in your nugget, isn't it?
And stuff like this is what
He's
makes
an
you
artist.
win the tournament, though. You know what I mean?
All you
But
top level
but he
players.
takes advantage of it. He takes advantage of it, and but that's
What a
how pool,
great
that's how
shot.
pool is. Yeah.
That was
You're
beautiful.
artists. All you guys are artists. You know,
Pool,
we-
yeah. When pool is played at this level, it is an art. There's
Absolutely.
no question it's an art.
absolutely.
When you play pool at this level and you grab a total stranger off the street that has no idea about pool and you bring him in here and you let him watch this guy play pool, the guy is going to be amazed. You know why? Because it's an art.
Or you or Joey, all three,
Yeah,
both
at
of you
this
guys,
level, at
all
this
three of you
level, at this
players,
level.
and Thorsten.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's amazing.
That was a great- yeah, that
it's
was-
just amazing the swing from it when it was 2-0, had a chance to be 3-0. Thorsten.
What's the score now? I'm sorry. What's the score? I stepped
It's-
away. Joey K stepped away again.
5-3.
5-3, but the score was 2-0. Thorsten, and he had a simple out, and he got out of line, caused him that game to make it 2-1. Instead, it should have been 3-0 and his
3-0.
break,
3-0 his break.
and now it's 5-3 Shane
5-3 Shane now, and
from
he's breaking.
that one error.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
And it's Shane's
Wow.
Unbelievable. And this is still the first set, I assume, right?
Yes.
5-3. Wow. And it's a race to 8, correct?
Race
is
to
a race
8,
to
2
eight.
out of 3
2 out of 3 sets. Okay.
Allison Fisher from NYC Grind, what has your experience been at the Super Billiards Expo?
Yeah, Allison, how's it been here?
And that
break.
It's been fantastic. You know, there's been so many great players here, and every year it seems like more international players are coming out as well.
I agree.
and all of the finals of the amateur event, the amateur 9-ball championships, are currently going on the other side of the building. So there's a huge.
Do we know
huge
how
crowd.
anybody's making out on the other side of the building? Do we know who's coming in finals there?
Francisco Bustamante and Josh Brothers are in the finals of the Pro-Am.
Really? Okay. And how about the amateur event? Would you know what happened?
The amateur event, it's still currently going on. I know. Let me think here. If I had my notes on me, I could prompt you a little bit better with it.
How can we assist you to get your notes?
And are we not keeping scores on the women's match next to them? Do we not know what's going on?
I
there?
shall get an update. Hopefully, if that person lived, whoever just fell down in the arena.
Oh boy!
I just heard
look
something.
at that. He just
amazing.
himself.
Superman Rob Saez.
Superman, I like that.
What do you think about the match now? How's it? Is it? Shane doesn't look as upset as he did.
No, he looks more in control. He looks more like
Sure, 3-0,
Looks more like
5-3.
Shane.
looks more like SVB. Let's see what he comes with this shot. This shot's gonna hit it to the lower left.
And we
corner.
got Johnny Archer walking by in the house. J.A.
Hey guys, talk about Johnny Archer Classic Marion Billiard Club. If you're doing a fundraiser or anything. We have the most amazing player on the planet, Johnny Archer, joining us.
Johnny
while I run away
Archer, baby,
with
my
Allison
main
Rob
man.
Saez
One of the best
and
ever.
Joey Korziak.
Johnny
The main man, J.A., my man.
Scorpion.
My
with the
man. Look at these cat buzz.
How's it going, Johnny?
What y'all doing?
How was your tournament, Johnny? This
Watching.
yeah.
It was a good tournament. I
Yeah.
had a good tournament. Yeah, good turnout.
You
Full field.
like the new environment?
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
better than last year. I know that.
I've been hearing that a
Guaranteed
lot.
better than
I've
last
been
year.
hearing
Yeah,
that a lot. It's much
Yeah.
better than last year.
the environment's a little better. Yeah.
Very good.
And what I think is really great is that they did not charge a separate admission for the fans and the players
that's
to
good.
Yeah, that
come
was
and watch
awesome.
the
Yeah, that's
pros.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So there's really been a packed house
That's good.
nearly,
Yeah, every
all,
session.
nearly all
Yeah,
week, every
sure
session.
have.
Instead of really only during the finals, you would see it packed like this.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
we had a lot more participation, and I think that's a
That's
big
awesome.
benefit
Fans,
for
fans
both
are big.
both the fans and the players.
Fans
Everybody.
is everything.
Yeah,
It's
we
huge.
need
It's
all
great
the
all
fans.
around.
We know the
need
fans we get.
Without the fans, we're nothing.
Without
We
our
need the
fans,
That's
we're nothing.
right.
We need the fans. We need
What
people.
score we got here?
We got
what we looking
5-3 Shane. The first set, he was down 2-0. It should have been 3-0, and now it's 5-3 Shane. And a lot of things have happened since then.
at? Okay.
So right now, Johnny's a little bit out of the loop because I'm not sure if he's been watching the match or not. But he'll get back into swinging things. Yeah.
We
I
want to
think
mention.
is he shooting? What's he shooting? This I can't see the ball. I'm sorry to say.
6 looks like.
And what's next? Is the 8 is next? After that, the 7's down. It looks like.
That 7 looks like it's in by the side.
So the 8 he's got to
I
get.
think that's one he's looking at. Looking at the 7 next, I believe.
So you think he's gonna come? I wish they had a draw.
Oh, wait a minute.
You
Where's
think
the hell
he's
is he
gonna
in
come
at?
under or over? He's gonna come. Well, obviously, I don't think he can come on. Actually, yes, he can come under.
Yeah.
He actually can come under. Would you guys go over or under? I think he's going
yeah, I
over.
think I'd go.
I think he's going over. Yeah, he's
He's
going
going
over.
around.
No, he
He's
hit
going
bad.
into
Hit
it.
it.
He just hit
I
it bad.
don't
That's
I
the
don't know what
10.
he
He
I
hooked
don't know what he meant
himself.
to do.
Oh, the 8 was
I
next.
think if he would have came down further this way, you
Well,
avoid,
that was
you
over.
avoid the hit.
That
on
was
the 10
over.
or the
Yeah,
9.
you didn't
But
have to
if he
draw
would
it.
have
You don't
put
have
more
to-
spin,
You don't have to. You don't have to take the chance of running into the balls.
That's right.
but if he just would have spun that ball a little more, he would have missed all those balls.
Yeah.
He would have been under. That was huge.
We want to mention the Johnny Archer Classic in Marietta, Georgia, at the Marietta Billiard Clubs. Johnny, when's your turn?
It's gonna. We had that the date yet, but it's gonna be end of September or early October.
It was a great event.
That's
I
what
went
we're
last
looking at.
year, and I'm hoping it keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, sure.
And a
It's
nice place. Yeah, nice place.
nice turnout we had last year. Good field. Guys seemed like they had a good time. And
Yeah, tough field.
tough field. Yeah.
Tough field.
Tough field.
How many plays do you guys have?
I think we ended up having 61.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice
61.
field.
So we were a couple from filling.
61 skillful players.
Yes, it was.
That's very good.
Yeah, good tournament. Oh, he's got Massey kick here.
This is tough.
He wants to catch this kind of full so he can bank it back over.
Yeah, bank it back over exactly in the same spot it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a good shot. But a tough shot.
Tell you what, if he's Masseying it, he can lose control here.
Yeah, he can.
A lot could
If he
happen.
massays it, he's capable of making the 8 and scratching up in the
Sure,
corner.
I was
Yeah.
just
Or
thinking
hitting
that
it
as
too
well.
thick.
Yeah.
Hitting it too thick, leaving a shot.
And let's see what happens.
He missed the whole ball.
He missed the whole ball.
Missed the whole ball. Tried to get
Wow.
fancy.
Wow, that was a.
Well, I mean, I don't know about trying to get fancy.
He moved
There's
his
not
body,
much you
but
can do there.
he still looked like he moved his the body. He jumped up early. He didn't stay down and focus on that, if you ask me. But
I'll tell you, alternating breaks, man. Every shot is so huge.
Sure it is. Yeah.
Every shot.
That's right.
Every little error, man, you make, you get punished. Boy, you get punished.
Okay, looks like we're going 5-3 now, so it'll be 5-4.
5-4, and I believe it's going to be Thorsten's break.
Thorsten's break,
I
okay.
believe so.
I like Thorsten, so it looks like he's getting out here, and we're coming back slowly.
Thorsten looks like even though he's down 5-4, he looks like he's more in control.
He looks like a cool customer. It looks like
Shane.
Yeah, Thorsten don't get too excited too much. Things don't bother him too much.
Yeah,
Shane
Shane
always
doesn't.
looks comfortable.
Yeah, he does. Shane doesn't seem too 100% focused like he normally
Yeah,
does.
is he? Yeah. Hey,
Thorsten's got a nice head.
okay, so we got 5-4. This is it's a big game. Tied up here. 5-5's
a huge
puts
game, I think.
Heat really back on Shane.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was a big,
Yeah.
potentially a big swing there for Shane to let Thorsten get back in this match.
Now Thorsten's been breaking the balls really well, but just been unfortunate. Hasn't been getting a shot. The last 3 racks he's broken and made balls, and then can't get a shot.
Just not get a shot.
Just not get a shot. It's funny how that works sometimes. The other guy gets a shot all the time, and you make 2-3 balls
That's
and never
right.
get a shot.
That's
It's amazing.
you're a big underdog when that's happening.
Yeah.
Big underdog.
Yes, you got to get things working in your favor.
He's been slamming them though. Hey.
Okay, he let off a little bit
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Actually,
So,
that was one of the weakest ones.
Okay,
Well,
that was. I think that was more for trying to get a shot
what
on
you guys
one.
said. He sounds more. He seems more composed. He seems more relaxed.
Yeah, he didn't get a shot again. I don't
he's
think
in
he can
control.
make it.
What do you think about the 10-ball break, Donnie?
10-ball break is. I like the 10-ball break as long as balls are just not going in easy. I want the balls to go in tough, and I think that just kind of makes the game a little better. But like Thorsten, he broke the balls very good there, and he barely made that last ball rolling.
Yeah.
So that's,
Six
you know.
ball, yeah.
But then if you watch Shane, he'll break. There's a good chance he's gonna make them inside, straight in.
He's gonna make. There's 10 balls, but he makes 14 on the break.
Yeah, there's nothing in the
Yeah,
center of this
that's,
table here.
That makes it where he can make some mistakes and win pretty easy.
He's got options all over the place.
Well, I mean, you showed him that you're still the Stinger, you're the Scorpion, and you guys played
Well,
that match, and
well, I was making balls the same as he was, so we just had like an even after the break, and the table was tight enough to where he just kind of he made a few mistakes.
I guess that's why they call you the main man.
Let's see how this turns out.
Wow, he made the.
He made the.
I don't know if he got froze
the
on this
carom.
ball. Yeah, he made the carom on the 5.
Wow, what a good shot, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
it's-
did,
it's hard to
did he
tell.
get a shot at it?
Real
Very risky,
but,
yeah.
you know, I don't know if he got froze on his ball or not.
Yeah, I think
That'd
he
be-
can. I think he can make the or hit
He's
the
a
one
little bit
good. I
ahead
don't
of
know
it.
if he can. This might be a little thin cut.
And is the 2 ball next up on the top left, or is it 3 ball next? Must
Okay.
be the 2 up table, or is it?
I believe that.
Well,
is
he
the
got in the
two.
center of the table, so wherever it is, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Oh, it looks like that must be the 2.
Yeah.
The 2 and the 4 are looking similar.
Yeah, the 2. I think is the top left corner.
Once again, we got Rob Sayers on the mic with Allison Fisher and Joey Kay and Johnny Archer, and we're
Main
at
man.
we're at the 2013
Oh,
Super
did he
Billiards
overhit
Expo
this?
He
Championship.
could have overhit this.
And just to announce too, Johnny Archer just got a great new sponsor. He's sponsored by Championship Cloth, and he's very happy to be with them. And we wish him the best of luck in the future.
Thank you very much.
congratulations.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. That cloth does play good.
Does
Yeah, it
not.
does. Yes,
it
it
does
plays
play
very
pretty
well.
good. That tour edition cloth plays pretty well.
Yeah, it does play good.
And it lasts. It lasts. I think what is it? About twice as long as Simona's does.
Really,
awesome.
does it really?
Yeah.
That
So that's
really
good
does
for
it really
pool
well.
rooms. You know, if
Yeah,
I'm a
actually,
pool room
yeah,
owner,
you're
and
a
I
pool
put
owner,
I
yeah.
put it on all my tables, and it's made it to where I've had to recover them in
That's what we
half
played
the
in the
time.
tournament on. Yeah, that played good.
Still there, still on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing in Louisiana.
And we had Thorsten. I'm
afterwards.
sorry,
Same
just
one.
made a great
Yeah,
shot.
that
Thorsten
played
just
great.
made a
And
great.
it lasts much
made a great
longer.
jump.
So that's
Sorry
a
about
that's
that.
a great thing for pool room
Yeah, for
owners,
pool room owners, absolutely.
because then they don't have to spend the money twice a year. you know.
I turned around and what did he do?
He jumped the ball. He jumped it,
Wow.
made it.
Yeah, jumped and made the 3
I
ball.
don't know what's next. What's
I
is
think
that
that's
the
4
the
ball straight
ball
on down.
kind of long down?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And then he's got the 7 in the left side. So he'll
he's
he'll have
kind
to
of. I
force-
think he's
force follow to
he's
come
gonna
back
pound
to the
this
center of
ball.
the table.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, great.
Oh, he
shot.
just went forward.
Oh well.
Watch yourself.
Uh-oh.
Gee
man.
Wow.
Wow.
I think
It's real unlucky there, but I mean, yeah, I don't think he meant to go straight that way. I think he's trying to come kind of on the other side of it. Yeah.
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 Top right. And he hit it a little bit more on the center, top right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't hit a lot of top right. I don't
Wow,
believe.
if he gets out of this,
Yeah, he's
this'll be
he's
some
in
out.
trouble here.
He's gonna try
Yeah.
to jump this one too, I bet.
Fortunately, he is, still in line with the 7 ball. He's just on the wrong side of the 8.
He's gonna go. He's gonna jump. He's gonna grab his little.
Have you
Kasi
guys
jump.
seen the trophies for first place? Unbelievable, right?
Yeah,
They are
always,
beautiful.
they've always had nice
They are,
trophies.
yeah, they
here.
are beautiful here. Their trophies,
Allen's-
they're
Allen's
really.
always had nice trophies here.
Alan does a great job with the. I
Even
think with
for
trophies
all the
here.
events.
For all the
For
events,
all
yes,
the
events.
yes, I agree. Robbie.
There's no special treatment for anyone
No,
with that when
no.
it comes to that. He's good with that.
And here we got Thorsten jumping, and let's see what
Look at
happens. Looks like he's gonna make it. Cut it right in the side, maybe. Oh,
Wow.
boy, he just missed it.
Just
That would have
barely.
been. That would have been. That would have been for
been
the
awesome.
crowd.
That was
would've
big.
been good
That
for
was
the
a big.
crowd.
That was big too, man. That was.
Yeah, that's big because 5-5. Now it's gonna be 6.
Well, this shot is tricky still. I mean,
6-4, and it's Shane's break.
you still got to make the ball. It's not that easy. I don't think.
Yeah, this is pretty routine for Shane.
Yeah, but he's right now he's playing in the finals. So, but
Yeah,
you're right. He
Joey-
popped it right in.
Joey-
He popped it
Joey,
right
this guy's
in.
in the finals every other week.
Yeah, he's just playing great, I guess.
I mean, it's not like you who takes time off.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
You know what I mean? This guy's in the finals every week.
Oh, you're right.
somewhere.
He plays pool
This is
24/7.
like riding a bike.
I took breaks for a long time, but yeah, he's dead on the money. It looked like he cinched that ball like it was nothing. So he's a great player.
When you get a chance. Mr. Marietta Billiards Club, Johnny Archer Classic. We thank him for joining us for a few minutes of his time. Master pool player.
Player of the decade.
Wow, he banked that ball, huh? Look, did you see that shot?
Great
I
shot.
don't know if I would have played that shot, to tell you the truth, but he seemed to hit it really good. And everything
That's why
everything
he's
is routine.
there and we're here.
Well, I didn't play, so you can't say I'm here. I'm here by choice. No, but
That's why he's
That's
there.
why he's there. And we're at the Super Billiards Expo, and it went 6-4.
Shane, 2013 Super Billiards Expo Diamond 10-ball championship.
And I want to.
Go ahead.
I want to thank our sponsors for streams: Simona's Cloth, OBQs, and Kamui Tips, and Bank Shot Calculator or iPhone app, and Inside Pool with NYC Grind.
And we'd also like to recognize Scorpion Q's and thank Johnny Archer for joining us here.
Thanks for your time, Johnny.
Thank y'all so much.
Yes,
Thanks for having
Johnny,
me.
Thank you for your time, Johnny.
I know I'll be seeing you
One
guys
of
in the
best.
future, y'all
One-
young
one of the
bucks
best
over
is
there.
Right there. The main man.
Thank you, Johnny Archer, the match. We appreciate his expert commentary joining us for a few minutes of his time. Best player on the planet. And
Johnny Archer, huh?
J.A.
I would never bet against Johnny with anybody.
That guy
Would
knows
you
how
put-
to
Oh,
win.
that
He
guy's
knows how
been
to
20
win,
years. He knows how to win, that
Man. He
guy.
knows how to win.
Would you bet $2,000 on Johnny?
On him, sure.
2,000.
Put $2 million on him. Not sure.
All right, guys, I'm going to be stepping on out
Thank you,
and
Allison.
get
Thanks,
back
Allison.
to work.
Thank you,
So
Allison.
thanks for having me on.
Keep on the
and,
grind.
Keep on the
thanks to
grind.
everybody
NYC
for
grind.
joining the stream. Enjoy the rest of the match.
Thanks, Allison.
Thank you, Allison.
She's awesome. She's awesome. She's always
Yeah,
on the
Robbie.
job.
I agree with you,
she don't
Robbie.
mess
She does a
around.
great job.
All right, guys.
Again, who broke those balls? Did Shane break those balls?
Yeah, Shane broke those balls.
And he broke dry again?
Yeah, and
Oh,
Thorsten just
wow.
played
What's going on here?
and Thorsten just played a great.
That
he played a
guy
nice game.
that guy don't ever break dry.
These tables don't seem like they're breaking easy. They seem like they're.
Tables play great, man. Them
Yeah, they're
diamond
playing
tables
good, yeah.
play great.
Oh, yeah.
They give,
What size of the pot?
Thanks to diamond tables, they play really good. They do.
Absolutely.
What size pockets are they playing with? Would you happen to know?
I'm not 100%.
Are they regulation size or they tighten up?
Two balls will not fit in. I went up and
Yeah,
squeezed
they're
them,
not-
Two
they're
balls
not.
will not fit in.
but they just barely. But yeah, 2 ball. I believe they're the
Does it hit
standard.
from Shane, and does he give a shot?
Wow,
up?
he may be on making
Yeah,
a ball
he gives
here.
a
No.
shot up here.
He sure did.
Thorsten better take advantage
Not
here
good.
because it's 6-4. If he can win this game, makes it 6-5,
I gotta
and
agree,
it's his
Robbie.
break and gives him a chance to break and run out and tie the matchup. Which would again put the heat on Shane.
I agree with Robbie.
Absolutely.
He's got to come with it here. He can't afford to give this game up. That's for sure. 7-4 alternating breaks. Not good.
You've been on the other side of this. Both of you guys.
You know what? It
Both
looks
great
so.
players.
It looks so. Where I'm standing from, everything looks so easy. But once you're out there, things are pretty tough. This is one of the hardest games in the world to play. So.
Absolutely.
And we got a champion with us right now. Rob Sayers has been on his grind for the past couple of years.
Absolutely.
He's been very focused. He's been doing well in tournaments. He's been traveling the country. He's got great sponsors. He got his life together, and his game is really coming along. So
He's jumped better.
once
Jumped.
again, we're
Appreciate
gonna
it.
we're gonna
I'm
wish him the
I'm
best.
pretty fortunate. I have a very
yeah.
good sponsor.
Well,
and
I told him
friend
everything he knows, you know
and,
what I mean, so.
and friend, and they've been really good to me, and I'm blessed, and I got them to thank for everything. And I also want to thank my cue sponsor,
That's right.
Lambros Cues. They made me a really nice cue. I'm really happy with my cue.
Mike
I've been playing
Lambros?
really well. Yeah, Mike Lambros. Check out his cues, people. Mike Lambros, awesome cue maker.
Is it MikeLambros.com or is it just
yeah,
the, like,
MikeLambros.com. Lambros.com.
Mhm.
Custom cues.
So Robbie, what? Excuse me, I just want to take you away from the game for a sec. Thorsten looks like he's getting out of here. What's next on the agenda for the pool world? Where do you go for over
Tunica in June. The next pro event's in June in Tunica. They have 2 events there. They have the ultimate 10 ball.
Uh-huh.
And then right after that, 4 days later, I believe it's the Southern Classic, the Tunica Southern Classic. That's an awesome event. It's just like the Derby, except it's in Tunica, Mississippi.
Well,
And
we
it's
all
also
know
a great
you'll,
event.
we all know you'll all be practicing hard for that. And
Absolutely.
on the other hand, we're going to get back to the game, and Thorsten looks like he's getting out, Robbie. It looks like
Yeah,
he's
yeah, 6-5 if he gets out here.
He's putting the heat on. He's keeping the heat on. He's trying.
He's got to. I mean, otherwise, you know.
Excuse me 1 sec. Right now, we're just having a little technical difficulties. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, it's gone. Oh, the phone. Thank you very much, Melvin. Alvin's playing games over here with us.
iPhone. Okay, I have to go to the 3 fishing room.
And now he's going to take a break.
Hunter.
6-5. Thorsten's break.
6 to
Trying to
5.
stay alive.
6-5. Thorsten break, and he's staying alive.
Be right there. I'll be right there.
And he's
This
staying
is a big
alive.
game here. If he can break and run out and make it 6-6, the heat's on Shane. And big difference between 7-5 and 6-6. Hey, Hunter, how are you? Hunter
Good.
Lombardo.
Hey, Robbie. How are you, man?
Good, good.
Good to be with you guys.
Hunter Lombardo in the house.
Glad to have you.
Joseph? How you doing, Joseph? Robbie? Good to see you. So tell me a little bit. What's been going on with the match so far?
6-5, Thorsten's break.
Yeah.
At one time, Thorsten was leading 2-0.
Okay.
With a chance to get out to make it 3-0 and his break. And it was a simple out, and he didn't get out.
Okay.
And next thing you know, it's 4-2 Shane, and now it's 6-5 Shane with Thorsten and have an opportunity to break him out and tie the matchup.
Well, it's kind of really to be
He made
expected.
the 10. He made the 10 on the side.
Yeah, but it doesn't
count, right?
Because he
count
racked his
everywhere.
own. He racked his own.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. Rack the own don't count nowhere.
But you're gonna see that it's to be expected by a player like Shane. I mean, you never count him out. I don't care what the score
absolutely
is.
not.
I mean, he has the
That guy-
break.
that
He has all the other facets of the game that just
He's just a straight beast.
make him the best. He's really the best right now.
Thorsten's been unfortunate. The last 4 breaks have been breaking the balls really good and just hasn't been getting a shot.
Well, I mean, it's overall. I mean, I think from his straight pull knowledge, is he out moving Shane at all?
He's been getting to the table to the shot, but he's been making a couple errors that you don't really see him do too often.
Well, keep in mind, I mean, it's been a while since he's been back in the winner's circle.
That's exactly what I said.
How long has it been? Does anybody know?
It's been a few years, man.
A few years?
Yeah, a few years. So, I mean, even, again, he's 100% a winner, and this is a guy that's won many major championships. But, when you haven't been there for a while, you got to get reacclimated and,
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
get back into the swing of things, and that's what's happening. So, I mean, there's always going to be a little bit of those kind of maybe jitters or whatever it is you like to call them, but you got to play through them. And
oh, what a great shot!
now, see, I personally don't know if he was trying that.
Do you know if he's trying that?
No.
Yeah, because he did get the little pat on the table.
That was the old kind of like
The old,
apologize for.
Yeah, I'm sorry. yeah.
Yeah. A little too much bicep in that one.
That was well spoken. So Hunter, how was your experience here at the 2013?
Wow, that's pretty rare there. You don't see
It was brief, but nice.
Pretty good, nice.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Don't worry.
You gonna play well, Hunter, this
No,
tournament?
actually, you know what? I did. I played okay. I just I broke terrible. I mean, it was not. I don't care. Listen, especially when you are in the upper echelon of players, which what we're watching.
Sure.
If you break bad, listen, just plan to get comfortable, relax, and just enjoy the show.
The upper echelon, he said. I like that.
That's true. I mean, that's what you're messing with here. You're
Yeah,
messing with the
I know.
best.
I just like the
I mean,
word.
you see this field? You had Francisco Bustamante, Thorsten Hohmann, Corey Dew, Rodney Morris,
Alex
Charlie
Pagulayan,
Williams, Efren
Johnny
Reyes,
Archer,
Alex
Rob
Pagulayan,
Sayers.
Johnny Archer,
Yeah.
I mean,
it was,
yourself, Donnie Mills, Oscar Dominguez. I mean, you could keep going on. This was a field. Raul Suquet. I mean,
64 players? Was there a full field of 64?
I mean, if you really sit and
I don't know
think,
if it was I don't know if it was a full field. Was it a full
Was it
field?
full field of 64, Rod?
I think so.
Yeah, there's no question that if it was it definitely was a power-packed field.
It was-
of nothing but the best
yeah,
talent.
Yeah. You know what? This might have been the toughest field that the Billiards Expo has had in the last few years.
Well, and another thing, what even makes it even more tough, the format.
The format,
Yeah.
the better players, the cream's going to rise to the top.
Yeah, no question. I mean, again, it's not something that I want to admit to, but really, it's kind of like I'm where I am right now because of me. If you don't perform like you're supposed to, there's no question that the better player will win in a format like this.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I have every right to be sitting here chatting it up with you guys.
I still don't like the alternate break, but I think it should be a winner break in my opinion.
I will tell you, I don't. Again,
it takes the rhythm out of a game a lot when you start to get going.
Again,
if you get going, you're supposed to get going.
Joey, to each his own. I mean,
sure, absolutely.
The alternating break for me is not my cup of tea.
Yeah, just not my cup of tea. I'm sorry.
But
what you don't like?
I don't like alternating break.
Yeah.
What do you like, Robbie? You like alternating break?
I like the winner break, and I think the winner break is better for the spectators, not only for the players. But
sure.
I think it brings the excitement.
It's exciting,
to the
absolutely
game.
exciting.
What's missing is like you go to a tournament, right?
Thorsten gets out to make it 6-6.
And you watch a guy, he's down 7-1, race to 8. And the guy comes and runs 7 racks, and the other guy never. And now you get people driving home, right? All the spectators
talking about it.
Man, did you see that?
Yeah,
You know, and it's like it takes away from. I think it takes away from the lust.
Well, it's got everybody's heart pumping for the next week.
Right.
They got the experience. They saw live, like professional pool.
Yeah.
I mean, how explosive it can be. How I mean, it really can be demoralizing.
And also the single elimination, it takes away now from people going home and being excited about saying, man, he lost his first match and he come back and won 11 matches in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me one more second. I just want to thank our sponsors for stream: Simonis Cloth, OBQs, Kamui Tips, Bank Shot Calculator or iPhone app, produced by Inside Pool with NYC Grind. Back to Rob Sayers.
Look at this. Look at this. I mean, look at his head. Look at him. Can you imagine this guy? I've watched 3-4 dry breaks. Can you imagine that? Shane Van Boening.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic.
Something we're gonna have to. This is gonna have to be an investigation.
We're gonna have to watch
Robbie wants to get the investigation out.
Robbie,
we got to call Private Eye. We got to call Private Eye.
We're gonna have to make sure we don't watch this guy go on suicide watch.
Yeah, this is
not making a ball on the break for
definitely unlike
3 or
him.
4 games.
Something.
But
Something might be in
I'm
the
with
stars.
a bunch of characters over here.
You know that something might be in the stars, Thorsten.
The only thing I can say about my pick on alternating break is that once you get down, you're down. You can't ever.
See,
it's hard to
huge,
recover,
yes.
and the only way you
Very
can
hard.
recover is due to misfortunes of the guy you're playing.
Yeah.
You have to now wait around for him to make his mistakes,
Yeah, and
fall
that's not
apart, miss, whatever it takes. But now your fate's kind of sealed. You know, once there's like a 3-game swing in an alternating match,
It doesn't matter how
your
good you play.
your percentage of winning has diminished
Slim.
60%.
I'm just saying that in the past couple of years, to me, it seems like they've changed a lot of rules of pools, a lot of the break, and a lot of this, all that, and I really don't like it. I just like they should go back to pool the way it was, how it is, and even if a guy complains that, let it be the winner break, race to this, text express, whatever. This is that. They've been changing rules in a lot of tournaments, in my opinion, and I just think they just need to play.
Look at Shane's body.
Yeah, but that's how he always is. He's
he's normally not as like. He just looks like.
He looks blah.
Yeah, he looks blah. He don't normally.
He
normally
his
has
shoulders
that
are
intense.
not high.
He's
his
normally
chest is down.
sitting. He's normally sitting, like tall and
perched up.
knowing he's gonna win. You know what I mean?
well,
He could have doubt. You know, he could have.
Oh, did he hit? Wow. Did he play it safe? Did he
played
try
it-
to make it?
No, he played it safe. He played it safe to try to make that ball
Well,
stick
that's
on the
not
rail.
a good safe. I mean, this
Well,
is an easy masse or a jump shot here.
well, this
He-
is
he's
now
made a
a
mistake,
perfect
I mean.
example. This could just that right there can totally swing the match.
Absolutely.
Completely swing the match.
I mean, that was good,
And-
man. 6-6.
Yeah.
The other clapping you hear is for the women championship next to them. It's Allison Fisher versus I think Guy Kim or something.
Legia.
Sorry.
Legia. Yeah, from
Legia. I'm sorry. I get my names confused because I'm not sure of who is who.
It's okay.
Yeah, good try.
I got everybody. Hold on.
Just in the audio. Alvin, the main man.
We're there.
Well, Thorsten
Thank you,
had
gentlemen.
a shot there maybe to take the lead, and he's giving Shane control of the table again. And Shane looks like
Just when you think he's coming back, Dawson.
looks like he's gonna be out here.
You're fine.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's going to be the swing.
And they said it's huge.
Don't,
This is the first set to take.
Don't
and
be
it's-
too surprised now he wins this set because of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
telling you.
strong, man.
No, I know. Dude, listen, he totally just gave away momentum.
Yeah.
He gave it right back and said,
he had the momentum in his hands too.
yeah. He says, here goes Shane. I just, I'm interested, but not so interested. And go ahead, take it away.
Wow. That's
just
really.
I'm not to
Seven's down
discount.
here,
It's not to discount Thorsten. I mean, he's one of my best friends, but he would even say the same thing. And this is like, how do you expect to win when you're just giving away opportunities? You're giving away
I agree,
momentum.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't.
definitely.
Not at this level.
No,
Not at this
not at
level.
Definitely
level.
handed it over to Shane. Now he's got to come here. He's got to draw it straight back. This is not an easy shot, but he hit it like who done it.
Yeah, he made it
He
look
hit it-
easy, huh?
He hit it like Houdini.
Life is
Shazam.
good, Rob.
Yeah, life is good.
Life is good, as you're saying.
And Shane is on the job.
Yeah, that's
LIG,
right.
on
when
the
ball,
job.
When the ball's rolling like that, you know you're living right.
That's it.
Yeah, but he does his part. He's extremely disciplined.
He deserves every ounce of
and
everything
he
that's
has
happening.
passion for the game. He loves the game, and
There's
and
really
as long as you have that passion and desire and discipline, it's going to take you to the top.
honestly,
It's awesome.
seriously, Robbie, can you think of one person with better work ethic than this guy?
No,
That's
No.
amazing.
No,
no.
he's this is the gentleman right now, and I'm glad really he
Absolutely.
exists, because this is he's a great basically sounding board or yardstick, like
Yeah.
you'd say, to gauge really where are you as a player.
And Shane takes the
Because
game.
because honestly, is he beatable? Yes,
Absolutely.
but if you're not playing at 100%, you
You're
can't
not
beat him.
gonna
Yeah, I
You can't
agree.
beat him.
You're
Can't
not
beat him.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Can't beat him. And this is I really admire his game, and I admire his approach, because even when the guy's not at 100%, he's still able to win at 80, 75.
But that's a sign of a true
Champion. That's right. Well, it's a sign of a guy that, again, it's like that old saying: if you want things to work out, you got to work, and he does. So
7-6.
Puts himself-
Thorsten has a chance to make it hill.
puts himself in a lot more winning opportunities.
And Joey K is going to sign off here for a little while, and we're going to leave you with Rob Sayers and Hunter Lombardo. Thank you very much, everybody.
We are glad to have you, Joey.
Thank you very much, Robbie.
Pleasure, Joey. Good seeing you, man.
Hunter, so glad to have you and Rob Size, and thanks a lot, Joey K, for joining us.
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Now let's see if Thorsten. Oh no!
Yeah.
It looks like it might be handshaking time.
Well, it's definitely going to be the old
Wow.
Lagaruni.
I'll find it.
Yeah, it's not going to.
This is the first setup, correct? Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, he had a look at that break. He gets out there, makes it 7-7.
Really.
Thank you, Joey. Thanks for we're happy to have you, and hope to have you again.
I'll be playing next time.
Are we back in action?
We're back
We're
on?
back in action.
All right.
Back on the job.
Well, I can tell you, this is
This looks like
gonna see a new set starting here soon.
boom, bam, boom,
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Crossover, slam dunk, game over. That's too bad. Thorsten had a shot to tie it up there,
Well, I mean,
and
now.
Shane's been breaking dry, so you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, again, this is. You definitely don't want to be going into the second set down against this
1-0
guy.
against this
yeah,
guy.
I mean, because third set just don't like I don't really like the odds.
Yeah, the odds are definitely
Okay.
not in Thorsten's favor.
You're
now.
playing with Lambros cues now, right?
Yeah.
Bobby?
I'm really happy with it.
That's great, man.
56 inches. It's a little shorter, and I'm extremely happy with it. I'm
Right.
playing really good with it, and I'm hoping that I can win a nice big title with it.
Well, I think you're due. I think you're due.
I appreciate it.
You get closer and closer.
I definitely want it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know you do. I definitely.
I'm hungry for it. I'm sure eventually it'll come.
Yeah.
If not, maybe another lifetime.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we've got. All right, that's the first set, everybody.
Set one goes to SVB. He's gonna take a break. And I know Thorsten's pretty upset, scratching on that break there.
Well, I mean, if anything, it's.
But
he's probably feeling a little bit of disappointment, but.
yeah, but he's overall he's controlled.
I think
I know his composure's awesome.
He's already passed it now, so he's just gonna start over. You live and learn from it.
Yeah.
But who are all your sponsors now, Robbie?
Well, I have a personal sponsor, and they
Okay.
just like to keep anonymous. And
Okay.
I'm really fortunate and blessed.
Okay.
And my cue sponsor is Lambros Custom Cues, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful.
Hopefully, maybe in the near future I can work on some more. And I'd like to hopefully put somebody on the map.
Okay. Wonderful. I'd like to, while we have a little bit of short break, I'd like to give a couple thanks. and support. Shout outs to my sponsors, Kamui. They make a lot of things possible for me when it comes not even just from the help with the events, but with producing in my mind right now, the best tips available. The Chalk 2 in its own right is it's a great product, and
They have different varieties too.
yeah, they have 2 different types that suit different styles of play. So again, that's based on the player, his own individuality, what he likes, his taste.
Right.
So again, very happy with that, and then also like to thank Mez Q's. I've been with Mez now for a couple of years, and very happy with the product company from Japan. So again,
cool.
First class, yeah. So
2013 Super Billiards Expo Diamond 10 Ball Championships. So Shane Van Boening and Thorsten the Hitman Hohmann. Danny DiLiberto.
how's everything, Danny? Yeah, everything's good, guys.
Don't be starting no trouble.
You got it, Danny. It was a pleasure seeing you. Take care of yourself. Danny, you look good.
I look good?
Yeah. Dan- no, Danny, you look healthy, man. I hope I can make it. Yeah. Take care.
Danny DiLiberto.
You still got a nice head of hair, Danny.
Yeah, he's got more hair than most of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great. I want to give a special hello to a friend of mine. Well, actually, a few people out there. Bob Feldman, I got your text. Nice to see that you're watching. Thanks for the compliments. And also, I would say, hey, Mom, how you doing? But I think my mom has about as much desire to watch live stream pool as she would NASCAR racing. So if there is that subtle chance that Mom's watching, hey, Mom.
Yeah, I don't think my mom's watching.
Yeah.
What's happening? How you been?
That's so funny.
Probably changed it.
All right, so the players look like they're
Getting ready to play again.
filtering back in. Yeah. And you know what's really nice to see? This year, unlike most years, everybody here at the Expo, they now made it to where watching the pros play this year, it was absolutely free.
That's awesome. I think
Yeah,
it's awesome.
you didn't have to now pay an extra charge in to come watching, in the arena, which, to me personally, I always felt never made any sense. I mean, again, it's tough for most players, like the amateur players. They're already shy enough to where they're like, oh my God, there's Rob Saez, or hey, there's Johnny Archer, or hey, there's Thorsten Hohmann. They want to come and talk with you, but a lot of the times, say yourself or anybody, you're busy, maybe you're signing autographs, you're working with someone, and they don't want to feel like they're imposing.
Right.
So they're already kind of timid to begin with. So then when you now on top of that feeling that they're having, then trying to charge them to come watch, I think it's a real deal breaker.
Right.
So
this is awesome.
So now with this is more open now. I think it's a little bit more inviting, more intimate, to where
easier to collaborate with people.
You can run into a player, through passing, and all you got to do, we're all really nice guys. We're just like you. We're just a little further along on the path.
Yeah,
when it comes to playing, don't be afraid to come and talk to us. Be more than happy to help you. If it wasn't for everybody out there watching right now, or the people in the stands watching the matches, none of this would be possible. You guys make this possible for us to be able to do what we love.
Without the fans, we're nothing.
No, absolutely nothing.
We're nothing.
So I want to give a personal thanks to everyone and anyone out there that loves pool, like I do, or Rob, or I'll vouch for any of the other players. Again, you guys make this all possible for us, though.
All our fans,
can't thank you enough.
supporters, friends, believers, everyone.
Thank
Sponsors, whether they help sponsor us or anybody else, whoever it is, if they're part of it, hats off to you.
Mm-hmm.
First game of the second set. Shane's up a set, and he's hooked. So, Thorsten played it safe. It looks like maybe he's gonna kick one rail in between the 4 and the 3, I believe.
Yeah, does he have?
He's looking
Well,
at
he
it
can't hit
pretty
the end rail
intense.
from.
He might go in between the 4 and the 3 for the 2.
Okay. Clip off the side.
Yeah. And does he leave a shot?
Wow.
Wow.
How about that?
Wow. How are they rolling?
Just fine.
I imagine. If you're on that side.
Looks like they're doing just fine.
Oh, man. I guess he's going to try to maybe...
You know, the more I look at Thorsten's shirt right now, he kind of looks like one of the old-time prisoners. You know, he's just ready to break out, win something, huh, Robbie?
Yeah, that'd be
Look
pretty
at him,
cool.
you know. I can hear it, you know.
That'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be nice.
If he gets past this, if he can get past this set, he goes to the third set. I'm gonna tell you right now, you better call the warden because Thorsten's gonna be trying to break out of jail.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
The breakout win.
Yeah.
On the front cover, the breakout win for the Hitman.
I think it'd be great, man. You know, everybody's wondered what happened to the Hitman the last few years. You know,
Yeah.
he got clipped. He got into a jam. He had to break out of.
Oh,
the
what a
camp.
kick, man!
Yeah.
But look at this. No reward. Great shot and no reward. He's such a cool cat too, man. He's a really good guy, man. He's super friendly, you know. Yeah, I mean the guy's a really genuine dude. I really like him a lot.
Yeah, well, we've had a great time, him and I. The last we were actually together for Christmas. We were over in Germany. We were in Germany, Austria, playing, which was cool. And then the year before, we were in the Philippines. We were in Asia playing.
Awesome.
And then spent Christmas in Philippines, which was
I
an
like it
awesome
over there in the
experience.
Philippines.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful, man. Great people, great country.
Yeah, people are super
Yeah.
nice.
And boy, everybody plays good. Everybody plays
Look
good.
at that jump shot. That's amazing. Does he get a shot? Does the 4 go by the 10? I mean, this guy keeps coming with Superman shots after Superman shots. Kryptonite trying to knock him down and nothing stopping him.
Yeah, well, that's why he is who he is.
Yes, sir. The Hitman Hohmann. I guess he's going to maybe go one rail to the middle, or is he drawing for the 6 on the side? Draw for the 6 on the side.
It's
Come
okay.
a little short there.
Yeah, get a little flat there.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if the 8's in a position to where stops the bank, and he could just stop the cue ball right there for the 7 in the corner.
I like that shot because if he does cut it, that 9 ball gets real big.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to do so much more with the cue ball.
And if you hit the 9 wrong, now you're hooked by the 10,
Yeah.
going to the 7.
And here you got insurance with the 8 too, you know. It might help you to, it might make it a bigger pocket, depending on where the 8's exactly sitting. If it's sitting high on the upside of the side pocket, it's like insurance.
No,
It looks like he's going to cut it.
The 9 ball gets big.
what we
What did I
talked
say?
about.
9 ball gets big.
I mean, he's got a shot here, but I mean, I'd rather be shooting a shot from here.
Well, Robbie, personally, I'd rather be shooting a 4-foot shot than like an 8-foot shot.
This looks like who knows what this
Off
looks
angle
like.
too. Off angle too.
This ain't no easy shot here.
Oh, he's winding up.
Now, do you hit this with authority, or do you slow roll this in being where the 8's at?
I like putting some pace on this.
With the stun?
Yeah. Just like that.
Great shot. Great shot.
You know,
I'd like to see him win this match and make it and go into a third set. That's an awesome finals, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Gives excitement for the crowd.
I agree.
I don't know how much longer I can be here. I got to head to Queens. They're doing that charity event. Tony Robles is doing a charity event for his son's gymnastics team. They
No,
won
I
the
actually,
championship.
I'm actually on the flyer too as a possible person to show up, but
Right.
really due to how things pan out here, I'm not for sure if I'm going to be able to make it, but if I can, I definitely will.
1-0 looks like it's going to be Thorsten. And it's Shane's break.
Nice. Very nice.
1-0, Thorsten Hohmann.
Great recovery. Well, I mean, there's no question. I mean, you can see the fight. He's far from giving up.
He ain't no
Far from
quitter.
giving up.
Are you kidding me?
No, not even close.
Ain't no give up in that guy. There really isn't a lot of give up in all these champions. You know, they fight to the very end. That's what champions do.
Yeah.
They fight, fight, fight.
Yeah, winning's an art. You know, these are two guys that definitely know how to win. And that's why they're where they are right now, as we speak.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So do you miss, do you think the vibes changed at all since the change in locations from normally the expo being in Pennsylvania, you know, in Philly versus here in Valley Forge? It's a little different, right?
Yeah.
But now listen, the question is though, is it different because, you know, we're like creatures of habit and you're used to that atmosphere and now this is new, or do you really feel there's that much of a difference? Do you feel it was a better spot than what it is here? Or not sure yet?
I think the connection of the hotel rooms being with the venue.
That was definitely way more convenient.
Yeah.
But see, it's kind of there's pros and cons to both, because I did love the fact of just the sheer simplicity and convenience of being able to come down from the hotel and go to your match. But I prefer this setup way more because it's open. Over there, it was hard to breathe sometimes, especially until they had the non-smoking. I remember those years when it was smoking there. I mean, it was like being in like a hookah house.
And breaks the ball and makes a ball. Did he make a ball? He broke dry again. Man, I'm gonna go play lotto. This is amazing.
Well, yeah, I tell you, it's sometimes.
I'm telling you, it's amazing.
You know, the one thing is, and I learned it real tough the other night playing tennis, it doesn't matter how square you hit the balls. If the balls are not racking properly, just you are going to be very, very
how
limited.
Often do you really see him break so often dry?
Not often. I mean, not often. But again, you know, Robbie, it's possible.
What,
you know,
what kind of push is this?
He's pushing out for a jump, huh?
Wow, an in-betweener field goal.
I have to say, it's pretty stiff.
Yeah. Maybe he's gonna try to stick the whitey and bank the one ball down table.
I think at this point he wants to make a good hit, just create a separation. Make sure that the ones like at the end of the table and the ones up
absolutely.
there, the cue balls just to where there's distance. You know, as much as I'd like to say that I could control this, sometimes you just can't.
No,
you have to just really almost have an idea, a rough idea, and just hope for the best. Which, like that, I mean, well, you can see there's really not much thought.
Look at this. He hit it like he knew what he was doing.
Wow.
Speed control. He got pretty fortunate there. He got fortunate. But that's the way the ball bounces, you know? Sometimes it bounces for you, and sometimes it bounces against you.
Robbie, I just want to know when it's going to start bouncing for me. Mine ain't bouncing at all, Robbie.
Don't worry. I've been talking to myself lately and asking myself the same questions.
It's like dropping mine in mud.
Yeah, well, mine is in quicksand. Well, Thorsten has ball in hand. Shane made a good hit. And
well, what do you see? What's the problem, balls? Now, is that the 7 by the 10 on the side rail?
No, that's the 4 ball.
Is that the 4?
That's the 4 ball. That's the key shot to this rack.
Because you've got.
If he can get the cue ball in between the 3 and the 10, somewhere over here, maybe to where he could shoot it in the side and draw it into the 4.
I like that shot.
Is an option.
I like that shot.
But where do you get on the 2 to get to the 3 there? I guess you get to the 2 here and shoot it in the corner and end up here. Nope. Okay, so he's gonna shoot the 2 and run into the 3. Run into the 3 because he can't draw it back a little bit to shoot 3 in the corner, right? Or does he play the 3 in the side?
You know, it's almost funny. You gotta forgive us, everybody, because the angles that we see, it's very like one-dimensional. We can't. We're not really getting a complete view of the whole table, so it's hard to.
He ran into it.
Oh,
that would have been
that's
pretty
nice. That's
crafty
a straight
there.
ball. That's a straight ball
Yeah,
knowledge
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I didn't
Bumped the 4
I didn't
with the
see it.
7.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Put the 4 in play, but he didn't. He was unfortunate there. Does the 4 come down here? Or is there a ball blocking?
I think he's going to draw into it. Oh no. Oh,
is there a
safety.
ball blocking us? Oh yeah, it's
playing safe.
Yep, oh, here he comes. It's about to be in. He's about to be in jail here. This looks like do not pass go, do not collect 200.
Well, I say he didn't want that to happen.
Wow.
Didn't want that to happen.
Wow. It seems like no matter what's going on, it's like funny things just keep happening to him.
Well, because I think he's, you know, Robbie, think about it. How many times in your life when you've been very close to winning, you're seeing this stuff happens, and it really comes down to the guy that's going to win is the guy that stays in it longer than the other.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that doesn't give up, that doesn't get negative, that really just says, okay, you know, this is what I'm being dealt, and I have to make the best of it.
Well, I guess he's going 1 rail? I would think he'd go 2 rails here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I like the 2 rail.
He hit it again like it was a hanger.
This. Okay, well now here,
He's
this
got a good
shot,
shot to break
I
it
like
up.
the shot, yeah.
Yeah.
This is natural.
3
rails.
3 rails, yeah,
Yeah.
2, 3 rails into the 5-9.
Clipping it.
Hopefully clipping the 9 on the inside of the 9 off the rail. This way it gives a shot.
The only thing that I would be concerned with here is that I'm not so worried about the speed, because that 5 gets pushed to the pocket. It's that 9 that becomes a big ball getting hooked.
Yeah.
And even if the 5 goes in, see, I would hit it at a speed to where even if the 5 goes in, I have the 6. I'm straight in on the 6.
That's why I said try to go into the rail to clip the inside of the 9.
Yeah.
Clip the 9 out and push down with the 5.
Yeah. Just got to make sure you don't tie up that 6 if you do that.
Wait a minute, is he coming from the bottom side?
Yeah, that's what it looks.
From the bottom side. No. Just
All
like you said,
Yeah.
the 9, but the 6 come into play,
Yeah,
no?
it's just, you almost got to kind of pound it. You got to pound it kind
Yeah.
of, yeah, just.
Wow. That's why I like trying to go into the rail first.
No, I totally agree on the shot you selected. But see, with that shot, you got to have pace on it so you don't run into this. You know, the softer you hit that, the more you create that cluster. I'd rather just blast it going 3 rails, going into it to where then it separates everything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is a fairly
easy kick.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a high percentage kick here.
And
hopefully,
what happens afterwards.
just hopefully you might want to go 2 rails with this kick, hit the end rail, and then clip it. Let's see.
On 1 rail, oh man.
Yeah, see, I mean, that's just unacceptable. You can't. Why? I would never. And listen, I'm far from. I don't consider myself like a guru kicker at all. I'm actually now just starting to learn how to kick more properly. You know, I've kicked really. That's one facet of my game that I know that I have to work on, because a lot of the times I put no thought into it. But now that being at a higher level, I'm realizing how important it is to really understand that kick.
Yeah, to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Hey, are you using your buddy's system, the video? Remember that video that you
Joey, little Joey? Yeah, little Joey actually is one guy that he has a kicking system called Pool IQ, and I've been trying to study it, and I have to say that has helped me quite a bit. But now that I'm going to be in New York City for the next few months, I'm going to hopefully maybe start going over to maybe Karam Cafe and playing billiards more, and just get a better feel for it.
I love that billiards there, boy.
Oh, it's crazy.
Players there.
And everybody kicks good up there, so it's just that's one thing. Fundamentally, I don't need to. I mean, I'm where I need to be, but just it's more or less I have to catch up now with I'm not thinking enough, and you just can't. There's just moments where this becomes a moving game, and if you're making poor kicks or poor saves, you're going to get beat. You're going to get beat to the shot.
Punished, yep.
You're going to get beat to the shot.
1-1, Thorsten's break. Shane Van Boning's up a set. 2 out of 3, race to 8.
Do we have any information on how the ladies are doing? Okay.
Awesome tables. Awesome tables.
Plus tall Paul and all his levels on our single table group. So thank you.
Tables play great.
Of course, our sponsors. Magazine blasting out to you across the universe. We are live, baby, live. Hunter Lombardo and Rob Say as two of the. You know, this is very interesting to have you two because you two have made the greatest leap. Oh, and Justin Hall is the other. You guys, three players, in my opinion, are future. You are part of the future. And to jump to AAA level, as all three of you gentlemen have done within such a short amount of time, Rob and I were talking about this earlier. Hunter, I'd be curious to ask the same question out of you. You step from that level of AA player to AAA player.
Yes.
Something has to happen inside your mind. There has to be something that happens in your life, that happened in your life at that point, to really make you go from that AA, which I'm sure both of you guys are at AA for years and years. How do I get out of AA? How do I get out of this? And then you jump to that higher level, which I know that AAA rated player level, hanging with these guys, meet them. You never know. Anyway, what was your story about the mega jump?
I'd say being honest with myself. That has a lot to do with it. Knowing where your shortcomings are and what you have to work on, and that you, at a high level, you can't just rely on your attributes because it's not good enough for. You can't be relying on things that kept you, a great AA player. Now, when you start to enter that realm of AAA play, it's a lot of things get exposed, man. A lot of things get exposed. And I personally feel Robbie's been at AAA play longer than I have. And really, there's still some things I feel that I think I fall in and out of triple play at times due to a lot of my decision making. Not due to my ability. The ability's there, but it's just sometimes you have to. It's better to make a wrong decision than an indecision because at least you learn from it. And there's times where when the pressure gets on, I've found myself being a little indecisive, and it's cost me matches. It's cost me tournaments. Best piece of advice I can give is just you have to be very honest with yourself and hold yourself accountable to your decision making.
That is strong, super strong. Hunter Lombardo, I mean, you have an amazing 10-ball break game. I'll tell you what, I am very impressed, and thank you very much for joining us. The booth here at Inside Pool is very grateful. J.R. Cowell, myself, Sally Timko, and the rest of the staff. Definitely love being here and hanging out with you. And wow, that was crazy. Shane just hit the cue ball with his cue. Man, I've never seen that happen before. That was incredible.
But that break, my break didn't. Just because I'm able to break the balls hard and stop my ball. If I'm not making balls on the break, then I'm definitely gonna lose. So that's what happened. Yeah, it's the secret to making balls.
Well, Hunter, I gotta take off. I'm gonna head over to the charity event right now.
Okay. Well, Robbie, listen, man. Always a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Glad I got to have the opportunity to sit with you and pretty much experience this. And,
Yeah, I had fun.
bounce ideas
and,
off.
I want to thank Inside Pool and NYC and Alvin Nelson for having me. I enjoyed it, and see you guys in the near future. Thanks for all your help towards pool, and hope you guys much success.
Good, Robbie. I'll see you. I'll be seeing you around. I'll be up in the Northeast here now for a while, so we'll have to hang, man.
All right, have a good one.
All right, good seeing you. Enjoy.
Too.
All right, so I'm the last man standing now, but I'm going to have Alvin with me now. So everybody just give us a moment. Alvin's going to get situated.
Kablow. Hopefully you'll be there. Okay. All right, we're here. This is one of your good buddies here, Hunter. I believe this is the first set?
Second set.
Second set, okay.
Shane won the first set. Yep. Shane won the first set. And
all right.
Now we're in the second. So hoping to see the third set. Really, I mean, it'd be nice if everyone could experience this.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
So sporty looking today.
Well, you know, I was telling Robbie today the way Thorsten's dressed.
Oh, he stood right up. Did you see him? Oh, man, I would snap my cue in half after that shot.
Take it easy.
Wow. Oh, sorry. I can't say that too much. Thanks a lot, Rob. Okay.
But I was talking about when it came to with Thorsten, the way he's dressed today, and everybody, he's one of my best friends. That I said to Robbie, I said, you know, the way he's dressed today with the shirt is like he's like he's been in prison the last couple years, you know, and he hasn't had a win here in a while. So now it's almost like he's just ready to break out of the can and win something.
The hoodie.
He's gonna win something, man.
That's
I don't know.
it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to show favoritism here. You know, love Shane's game, and I mean Shane deserves to win just as much. But it would be very nice to see Thorsten come out and win an event.
Absolutely.
He's been really on track with a lot of things, you know, that I can vouch for. As everybody you can see, I mean, he's in the best shape of his life. I mean, well, at least in the last, I'd say 5 years. So, I mean, he's been wanting to take it up a notch and get back doing the things that make him happy and put him back in the winner's circle.
This chat is moving so fast, I cannot even read it. How many people do we have on? I haven't even looked. 1,275. That's why the chat's moving faster than I can read here. Wow. Unbelievable. Okay. Alvin, we want the lady score. Man, they want everything, don't they? All right, we're going to give it to you here at InsidePool.tv, associated with NYCGrind.com. I see the main man, J.R. Calvert's out there watching the broadcast or Inside Pool Mag. If you like what you're seeing, send Inside Pool Mag a private message. And
there's another guy that's taking it up a notch, JR. Last time I saw JR at the Derby, he was in really good shape. The best shape I've ever seen him in. Is he still running, Alvin?
Oh,
is he staying on track?
The beach master.
JR, are you staying on track?
He's got his smoothies every day. He's running. He lost like 60 pounds. Good job, JR. And he does great things for pool. We love JR.
He looked great, JR.
He's big brother to me. So thanks, JR, for having me here and allowing me to help you with this. And thank you, Hunter Lombardo, all our sponsors as well. Shane Van Boening coming at you. Allison is up 8-5 is the message that I just got from some unknown number. Thank you very much. What a great mechanics. You know what's fun? What's strange about Shane, and I noticed this. Most players, they don't move their skeletal structure in their clavicle area, but Shane's whole shoulders and a lot of his shots, his head remains floating in space while his shoulders actually kind of turn into the shot. His whole shoulders move, and most players, you know, they don't, their bone structure in their neck and arm doesn't move, whereas Shane's kind of moves both. If you watch him on some, it's very subtle, but watching every match after match from this angle, thousands of matches over the years,
watching Shane develop as a player, you'll see his upper skeletal structure moving in the shot. It's very interesting. And he has that really nice, super slow final backstroke that I love. This guy is one of the ultimate players on the planet. And we'll see if it was this 3 in a row Super Billiards Expo for him if he wins. I know he's been in the finals the past 4 years. I guarantee he has. Chatters?
No. Actually, Robbie Saez was in the finals.
Ah, that's right. He double dipped, beat Shane twice. We were talking about that earlier.
Robbie was in the finals, not last year, the year before.
Okay, chat. What was the? Our genius is out on the chat. What is Shane's record in the past 4 years at the Super Billiards Expo? And I appreciate that, my friend. I'm very happy with Super Billiards Expo this year. I think it's been a blast. So anybody out there that's thinking about coming next year, make sure you go to superbilliardsexpo.com. Alan Hopkins and Alan Hopkins Jr. and their staff. Kudos. Kudos. What about you, Hunter? You had a good Super Billiards Expo?
Yeah, I mean, it started off okay. I mean, won my first match, and then my next match, I just like, again, you know, just came short on the break, and you can't do that. So when you get down an alternating break, you end up, it's hard to recover.
Was it a mental thing for you? Because you seem to be the master of the 10-ball break. Up there with Shane, I really, you know, like I was saying, you, Justin Hall, Rob, Shane, you guys you got it down good. You got it down really good. So.
But yeah, but it just.
What was going on in your mind at the time?
This time around, I wasn't taking enough time racking the balls. To be honest with you, I wasn't taking enough time racking the balls. Got a little frustrated because the particular table I was playing on wasn't racking right. So. Again, my cue ball was still in excellent form. I was still squatting it, put it in the middle of the table.
Right.
But I was just hanging balls, and I tried to deviate, change the speed of the break, but just wasn't happening. So, and by the time I knew that I needed to start taking a little bit more time and not worrying about certain things with the rack, it was kind of already too late, you know. And the deficit in the score was too hard to recover from, and everything was just. You know, not to discount Dennis at all. You know, I lost to Dennis Hatch, but you know, everything was just going his way.
Well, thing that I know about from being a mechanic of all things, which I am an expert mechanic, is that everything works like a system. And if something's wrong, like if I were you, I would analyze what I ate that day, how I slept the night before, what I did the night before that, and look at all those little things. I think. The system. I just go through everything and see if anything changed.
And I pretty much tell you,
have the skills.
Yeah. No, thank you. But I just feel that it was. I had a talk with Joe Tucker. Joe Tucker, one of my great friends and mentors in the game, helped me out quite a bit growing up. You know, he watched my match and he said the same thing. You know, he's like, you know, Hunter, it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just, he says, I don't think you're really taking enough time racking the balls. And I was pretty much, in a lot of ways, just like giving myself slugs. So.
Well, it's everything I've noticed from playing pool and tournaments and stuff. My game jumps every tournament, and I learn more, and the experience deepens. The pool experience deepens. Now I don't have a lot of time to play in it, but if I was a player, I would. You know, I would go through the system and see the mechanics of everything that I did during the weekend and try to figure out how to run my system at optimal level, because pool is like machinery, and engine pistons do not run out of thousandths of an inch. They're encased.
Just keep in mind too, when you're running this diagnostic, you know, so forth thing in a match. You still are working not just against time, but against your opponent. And if he's just running out and breaking, running out,
it's insanity, isn't it?
It doesn't. By the time you figure out what you've done wrong and you've got it, the match might be over. So sometimes it's just not at that moment in time to be able to, you know, find what really was the cause. And sometimes it's a few things, sometimes it's one thing. But my thing was due to just the racking the balls. I mean, I just was really, I mean, not to watch my
all
legs,
about
but I was racking them half-ass.
Yeah.
I got frustrated, and I just didn't.
That's why I think they need to use those plastic racks, whatever brand. I mean, I really think that everybody should use the plastic racks, in my opinion.
I mean, no, the gentleman, that supply the racks for this tournament, I think it's a great product he has, but I just feel that maybe when a tournament starts, Diamond or the table installer themselves, they should go and make sure that every table is racking properly, so we don't have to spend 5-10 minutes on trying to get the balls tight.
Well,
You know what I mean? And no one wants to watch that, okay? I don't care who you are. No one in the stands wants to watch me for 5 minutes. Seriously,
Rack the
like some
balls.
imbecile. Like I'm just sitting down there, like I'm enjoying it. Like, that's why I'm taking so long. And everyone's like, oh, man, look at Hunter. He's having a great time. He's spending 10 minutes down there. He must really enjoy what he's doing.
Hunter,
I'm miserable doing it.
this is, I see what you're saying, but you're going beyond time, brother. You're breaking free.
Yeah, breaking
I'm
free.
telling you. I see it. I see it. I see the future.
I was ready to break something the way I felt the other night. I'll tell you that.
I see the future. Here it is. And I want to give you my dear friend Bobby Chamberlain to join you for a few minutes while I take care of a technical difficulty that I have. I don't know, Hunter, if you know Bobby.
I know
but he's
Bobby.
Excellent straight pool player, and I think he can add his analysis to this event. And thank you, everyone, very much for having me, and I'll return when I can. I'm going to take it over, leave it to you, Bobby, and Hunter Lombardo for InsidePool.tv and NYC Grind. Everybody enjoy.
Hey, Bobby, how are you, man?
Hey, Hunter, how
Welcome.
you doing? Nice to see everybody here. It's a great event every year. Glad to be here.
Bo-
Never missed a year.
Oh, yeah. Bobby, do they even let you play in this thing?
What's that, the 10 ball?
Yeah, the 10 ball, Bobby, huh?
I don't play much 10 ball. Mostly 9 ball growing up, and then 10 ball's caught on. I think it's the new way of the rotational games. It just prevents the guys from running 4 and 5 racks.
It's crazy. Isn't it crazy how just one ball changes the whole dynamics of the game? Who would have ever thought, like, oh, let's just go ahead and just change this by one ball? I mean, but it does change the whole configuration of the rack, how the ball's spread, how it becomes almost more moving. So it's actually, in some ways, it'll cater to, unless you have a tremendous break, it'll cater to the guys that move better.
Well, tremendous break is definitely the situation here. Both these guys playing both. It seems like the guys that are breaking the balls are best are in the finals right now.
Yeah, they are. Well, again, it's no mystery why you're seeing the two guys who are playing, why they're here. It's definitely no mystery from their
Definitely
stellar
world
play,
champions.
the stellar player that they've both, have performed here for us to witness.
Yeah, that extra ball playing 10 ball, Hunter, does make a difference. You just don't see a corner ball flying in 100 miles an hour like playing 10 ball. It seems like if something goes in, it's the first 3 balls, by what I see, go in the side. One of them go in the side, or something 4 rounds around the table. And
That's right. Yeah, those pretty much the wing balls, well, the end balls on a 10 ball rack have a chance to go 4 rails in the corners. Side balls can go on the side, and then the back balls can actually go into the top corners. If you hit it square, like if depending on who wins the rack next, we'll try to call and see how the balls will go. But it's tremendous. I mean, it's the break in itself is just it's a whole nother animal. It's a whole nother art. It's a whole nother stroke. It's really its own. Unlike playing, I mean, it's. I think back, if I would have practiced, and I'm starting to now. If I was to practice just even a third more of breaking the balls, like versus how I'm playing, I'd have a better break. I'd even have more of a better break than what I have.
Yeah. Well, growing up, I never seen a lot of people practice for hours just breaking and racking the balls. And boy, I think Shane practiced more breaking than he does practicing sometimes. He really spends a lot of time, and it goes to show how important the break is playing any game.
It's everything.
But exactly with these guys, because 9 out of 10 times they're going to run a rack, if they get a shot, if they're able to see the first ball.
That's for sure.
Question I have for you, since you played in the tournament, you would know, are they random racking?
Versus what, patter racking?
Yeah.
No, you know, a lot of the guys, I watched a lot of guys just racking them however they wanted. I mean, the only thing that was enforced was just, you know, the 1 in the front, 2 and 3 on the outside, and of course
Okay.
10 in the middle. But
Okay.
there was a lot of guys that were patter racking. But honestly, Bobby, you know, when you're playing on conditions like this, new cloth, it's so hard to gauge where those balls. There's so much slide happening when they break.
Yeah.
It just,
Well, unlike 9-ball for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
It almost becomes more routine. So I don't ever try to call a player out or penalize him. I mean, because that's just how he practices. It's part of his routine, you know, putting the balls in a certain order. I don't feel like I'm being cheated or anything. I mean, I even do it myself at times. But, you know, really it's...
Do you see 9-ball yourself? I've talked to a lot of top players, and they seem like 10-ball is going to be the new thing, and 9-ball might somehow start to disappear quite more than what it is.
Pretty much, it's on its phasing. It's on its way to being phased out, at least here in America. I don't think it'll be phased out in Asia or Europe, but it's on its way probably to being phased out only in the professional limelight. I don't think in amateur or in open, but in professional standpoint, yeah, I think it's on its way to being phased out.
So probably a lot of times you see in a situation like this, it's alternate the break. You see the matches are a lot closer in the scores.
Yeah, you can. I mean, sometimes you'll see the lopsided scores, but really that's normally due to just you know, a guy getting bad rolls or just breaking bad. So I'm not, like I said before earlier, I'm not a fan of the alternating break because if you are down, it's very hard to recover.
Yeah, it's hard to run a package when you have to sit and wait 1 rack at a time.
Yeah, it's very, very, very hard to recover. I can think of many times where, like myself, you know, maybe I get to being a little bit of a slow starter at times, and you know, sometimes I'm gonna be down 3 or 4 games, but then come back and win the match because now I catch a groove. Now more or less I'm thinking properly. But man, those first 3 or 4 games. Put it this way: if you make mistakes or you break bad within the first 3 games of alternating break, there's really a good chance you're going to end up losing the set.
Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of people lately, and you play in pretty much every event.
Yeah.
You've played pool all over the world, and I've also played in many countries. And the question I would have in mind would be, would you like to see anything change with the racking? In other words, we had talked about possibly would it be beneficial, because this is prestigious for all pros to play, that you actually have a referee rack the balls where the players never rack. Would you feel that you would worry about the ref giving you a bad rack?
No, you know, I'm not one to feel that way. But again, it would be an equalizer. I mean, as long as, you know, in theory that, you know, the ref is given the same rack to each player. But then again, with me being over in Asia, I've watched many times where, you know, here it is, I play, or I've seen a foreign player play, and you've got to actually now sit there and monitor the ref that they supply you with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because then the other player, if it's, you know, part of their player from their country, gets a better rack, and it's happened actually now just with in the last women's event. So
well, the reason I ask is there's so many different, you know, there's got all these new, you know, rack templates and different types of racks, and everything is always a plus because, you know, everybody's trying to improve the game, which is really good for all the players. And these players get so good where they're breaking the balls, you know, at different angles and different speeds. They're making the same balls all the time, eventually playing 9-ball. But 10-ball, I guess, is a different animal. There's just no certain ball for sure can ever go in.
Well, I mean, Shane demonstrates that he begs to differ. I mean, a lot of times he gets those side balls going in. So, you know, he's almost got it down to a science.
It seems like he's breaking probably 30 miles an hour at least, you know.
But you know what's funny? It seems that way, but do you know that guy's not breaking more than like 22 miles an hour?
Yeah.
It's just it's the squareness of the hit.
Yeah,
it's the
he's
quality of the
hitting
hit
pretty
that gives the illusion that he's pounding the rack. Just he's got wonderful timing, and just everything just goes together hand in hand.
I got a question. Is this the second set here? Shane
Second
won the
set.
first one? Okay.
Yeah, Shane won the first set.
All right. Well, it looks like we got a 4-3 score here, so this is going to be pretty close. That was a critical situation to scratch. That was a key game.
Yeah, I'd really like to see it go to the third set.
Oh, sure. Everybody here would too also.
So this is pretty
Boy, this is nice. I'm not sure if they can see it, but the ladies' final is right next to this table here with Shane and Thorsten.
Yeah, and it is, and I know there's been people asking about like the updates with the ladies, but it's just hard to see.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know the score of the other table. All right, up and down. All right, so looks like we got looks like 4-4, Hunter.
Yep.
Boy, this is going to be a close one. The score of the last set was Shane 8-7. 8-7.
I believe, yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. No, I think it was maybe 8-6.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
it's the score is 5-3.
Yeah, because I kind of came in the middle of the last set.
Okay. Well, I would never count anybody out.
Especially this guy.
Yeah. That's
Thorsten definitely has the firepower
Oh, yeah.
and the will.
definitely one of the greatest players that we've seen around in the
Well,
last
you know,
10 years.
I have a question now for you, Bobby.
Okay.
Since you're a straight pool player and straight pool enthusiast,
Sure.
who do you think's the best straight pool player living right now? In my opinion, I think it's Thorsten.
Boy, that's really a hard situation because of equipment and other things have a lot to do with things, but that's tough. You know, a couple years ago, Danny DiLiberto had said that he had thought that Thorsten was the greatest straight pool player he had ever seen. I've gotten fortunate enough to learn straight pool from
Nicky?
I learned from Wimpy Lassiter and Nicky Varner,
okay.
and being friends with Nick, boy, there's some things I've never really thought about, and you really got to look at that game in full circle.
Well,
there's so many good straight pool players out there, and it seems like it's having a resurgence now, and I like to see it. And you know, I don't really consider big, large, high runs anything. I like to run 40 balls every time I get to the table. An average 40 is much stronger than running 200 balls and doing it when it counts. But I don't know. I mean, that's a good pick to say Thorsten's the best straight pool player. I mean, I really like Oliver's game. Oliver Wortman.
Yeah, Oliver. You know, he's a beautiful player.
Yeah, I know a couple of years ago when the straight pool tournament was still considered the world tournament, when it was still a world title back in '09. He had told me his mother was sick, he wasn't playing much, and he got up there and still won the tournament.
Yeah.
Just said he hadn't hit a ball or practiced at all, and I think even without practicing, I think he can just get right in there and mix it up, and he's probably one of the most dangerous players playing the game.
Oh, no question. No question. Ollie is definitely a beast. But just from what I've seen, you have way more experience in straight pool than I do. I've seen just Thorsten play, and just, man, you know, when he gets to rolling, it's oof.
Well, he does something differently. I know this is a 10-ball tournament, but since you asked, he does something differently than a lot of players don't do. You know, when we play straight pool, we look at where the break shot, where the cue ball goes into the balls, if it's going to hit solid or high or square onto a ball. And a lot of times, and then the angle depends upon if we're going to hit it with, high English and follow to the back rail or draw. I don't think I've ever really seen Thorsten hit too many high balls. He just has such a power stroke. He does hammer them.
Yeah.
And his goal is to get those balls free as quickly as possible. We're a lot of times with us, with the more of an old school type pattern play, I mean, we're just trying to get half of them apart and then pick a few apart and keep the game controlled on one side of the table. He doesn't care about going up and down the table. I mean, he doesn't miss many balls. He's one of the world's greatest players.
So this makes it 5-4, correct?
This should be 5-4. I think you are right.
Okay.
By the way, I would love to see the players from yesterday play on today's equipment. You know, we didn't have Simonis back. Although it's been around for hundreds of years, it was mainly billiards and snooker. But I mean, could you imagine, you know, Wimpy Lassiter and Moscone playing on Simonis cloth and diamond tables and playing on how good the equipment is nowadays? I mean, that would have been an amazing thing to watch.
No, I mean, yeah, for sure. I didn't. I definitely grew up in the wrong era. I would have liked to have been back then to see this, but it's just like in golf. You know, who's to say if you look at what Jack Nicklaus did, and now with the way the innovations and equipment and things like that, what could have been that guy's full potential? You know.
Well, equipment in pool has evolved a lot, and I'm sure people have questions about that all the time. And I can tell you, even down to the pool tip is the biggest, part that hits the ball.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many tips. Technology's come so far. The pool cues nowadays are great. I mean, there's so much technology that's come along with those, and a lot of people, unlike golf, technology's come, but there's guys that play golf that literally go out and buy all these $500 drivers, and they still miss the ball when they swing. But with pool, I believe buying a good pool cue, I really can help a person's game quite a bit with today's equipment compared to yesterday. It doesn't mean you have to go out and spend $5,000 on a pool cue, but no matter what pool cue you're playing with, of course, you have to practice a lot, and that's the key thing, I think, to any game of pool.
Yeah, no question to it.
All right, let's see. Whoa. He's going to walk around here. I don't know if he got hooked on the point at the side pocket or not. All right, he's clear. Yeah, Ralph Greenleaf was a great player. That's a good point. Didn't get to see him play. I'm not that old. Do you find watching these superstar players here, it's amazing how it looks like 80% of their shots they hit at the same speed, how consistent they are with so many shots that they hit. They make the game look so easy.
I mean, I think they, a lot of them tend to hit it with the same stroke, they just vary in their acceleration. So it's it's consistent. Big difference, when you're watching this versus watching the lower tier play. I mean, it's just more refined.
Well, they do make it look easy, and I don't know if.
Well, I think that's what they should, just like in any sport. Professionals should make it more easy to where, when you have someone that's just getting into the game or an aspiring player watches and it pretty much sends them into a craze to want to play more because they see look at this, look how he's doing it. Inspires them.
Amazing to me how far they're getting this cue ball to jump back off the break. Wow, look at that power.
Yeah, hit it square.
That one was square. There's the ball, went 4 rails around the table. You are right about something you mentioned earlier. That one ball does make a difference. You wouldn't believe how just one ball can make some runouts a little trickier to try to get out.
That's absolutely right.
And
it's huge. So huge.
Well, yeah, I don't think any of these players have any quit. That's for sure. The ball might freeze on the back rail. That's a good shot. Well, we may see a jump shot here or possibly a 2-railer off the back right rail to the bottom rail.
Yeah, let's see. He's going to massey around it now.
Might even curve it.
Yeah. Huh.
Hunter, it looks like that ball goes on the side.
Well, it's...
The 2 balls right there in the center of the table, too?
Mm-hmm.
What do you figure he's going to do here?
Well, I mean, he's... At this seat, it's tough from where we're sitting, everybody, to how much of a back cut. I mean, he's looking at it, so obviously it's feasible. So now I just don't know if he's going to hammer it and go 3 rails or if he's going to slow spin it in.
You think he'd spin it with inside and try to kill it a little bit with the cue ball?
Well, he's definitely going to kill it. He's either going to kill it with outside or inside. I mean, personal preference, how much he's going to throw it. But we're going to find out, though. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to spin it in.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lizard. We'll try to get a score on the match with Allison Fisher. I'm not really sure.
Okay, he's...
Oh,
banked
boy.
it. Wow.
Oh, boy.
What a shot.
Yeah, from where we're standing, we couldn't tell the angle. He must have not liked to cut in the side. That was a great shot. Didn't know Thorsten was
Hey,
much
listen,
of a bank pool
Let me tell
player.
you, he's evolving. We were laughing about that. He says, you know, I think I'm going to become a bank pool player because he's had, like, the last 2 years, he's had, like, really good showing at Derby. You know, he finished in, like, top 5 this year.
Yeah, wow.
Banking the balls, yeah.
I mean, that ball looked like a hanger. What's up with that?
Yeah, he did great, didn't he?
Yeah. I tell you, for the score being so close, he looks like he's just running around the table. Allison win? Hey, I'm looking to get a score here. It's a 2 out of 3 sets. I don't know if Allison won or if she just won the set. I'll get back to you here in just a moment. Yeah, I got that score. I was looking for Allison.
All right, we still got a match here. 6-5 Shane. At least breaking.
So the ladies' final is just one single race to 11 or 13?
You know, that I'm not aware of. I know that there were races 11 throughout the tournament, but
Okay.
I don't know if they extended it for the
find
finals.
out. Yeah, I'd heard Mosconi had said Greenleaf was the greatest player. He told me that also. Hard to bet against him, though. Score is 6-5. Let's see where the cue ball ends up at this break. Try to squat it, got a loose.
Came up dry.
He did. He almost scratched it. The
So
8 ball
rare.
kept it out. You know where she's from?
Lee just from China.
Li Zhao is from China. Yeah, Allison won 11-6. The Duchess of Doom, another victory trophy going to her home back in, I think, Charlotte it is.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Congratulations to Allison.
All right, everybody, I can see that there's been a crash with the chat. Try to find Alvin for you and get that back up. Okay, we have Thorsten's on the 4 now. This is pretty much going to be the key shot of the rack. I mean, as long as he makes this, he's going to have the 5 in the side.
Well, would you like to stiff that ball, depending upon where to 6 that? Would you like to get out in the open? Because if he plays in the side, he does have to worry about the 8 a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to play the 5 in the side.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you want the chat? Get F5.
Okay.
Hope you're having fun. Thanks for your help.
All right. Looks like we're back up with the chat. I'll try to answer a couple. The chat is back live. Alvin said, live. Live boy. Is that what he says? Live boy? Boy, I tell you what, he's good for pool, and it's you never know what's going to come out of his jaws for sure.
He's always screaming something.
Well, he carried that ball a little farther than he maybe wanted to. Hunter, do you think that he can go 2 rails and get back out on the other side of the 7 to play to the bottom short hole there?
I think if anything, he's just going to go to the center of the table. Maybe.
Okay, not a second
I mean,
rail?
he might come across it. No, yeah, he's going to come across it. Yeah, he's
2 rails?
He's going to do 2 rails. Yeah, your shot.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, this isn't straight pool. I've got to ask a few more questions than normal.
Yeah, I might have maybe threw that ball in with right and just stayed on this side.
Yeah, oh, I do know
so
one thing. You don't want to bump any balls unless you have to
Yeah,
in any
you
game.
try to keep it as clean as possible.
Only
yeah.
balls you want to bump in is if you're playing 3 cushion. All right. Well, depending upon how he feels, he could spin this ball in with some bottom left and just come 2 rails out and bring the cue ball back where he's at now. That's the ideal spot. Or he can just try to cut it straight up and down, and it's pretty much a little tougher cut coming up and down. You hit a little thinner. I'm not sure what he's doing.
He's going with inside.
Ooh, inside. All right, it's a little surprising. Well, he can surprise you. He can do anything he wants. He's a great player. You see, I recognize this. A little triangle pattern. We know that playing straight pool, so it's stop and go almost from here.
Very nice.
All right, what's that make the score now, Hunter?
6-6.
All tied up at 6-6.
Yeah, we've got a ball game here.
Wow, this is a close one. Big Dennis, I think you're talking about Keith. You mean Keith McCready? I would imagine. Keith McCready had no fear.
All right, we got Thorsten breaking. So now, like here, watch those 2 side balls, and then watch the one. How the one will trail to his left.
His left, okay.
In his corner, yeah, up in the corner. So. All right, so.
Did he make one? I think he made a couple down here. Ooh, look at the 3 ball got tied up right at the end. A little unfortunate there. Not sure the angle if he's where he stands at here, if he's going to back cut this one, but it's a little trouble down there on the bottom. I don't know if he will be able to play a carom. I mean, more than likely it looks like a safety if he gets to that point, or he's going to play safe now.
Okay, one thing, this is giving an example where playing the rotation, you know, when you're, this is such a crucial point. It's 6-6 going to 8. And as much as you want to like break these balls out and you want to run out, this is where you can actually go wrong. You can also win a game from here. You can win almost just as many games playing a great safe, Bobby, as you can. Yeah. They even out in the long run. But even me, I'm aggressive. I'm an aggressive player, so it's hard sometimes to stomach it. But here I would almost I'd cut the 1 in, get an angle on the 2, and then play shape to pocket the 2 and go 2 rails underneath the 3-10
Okay.
to the in rail, and then just stop the ball behind the 10 and play the 3 up table to the in rail.
Yeah, I tell you, with a tight score, I mean, a lot of times people may shoot some different shots with a tight score. I've been taught, well, even Varner taught me that. Score doesn't matter. You're going to shoot the right shot and just go for whatever it is.
But it's funny because I know, and Nikki's told me the same thing, but like anything, it matters, but it does. He says it doesn't matter, but it does matter.
Yeah, I know the times that I've gone around and played in different places and even across the world, I definitely didn't want to go home thinking I played a bad safe when I could have shot at my hole. But you've got to do what you have to do to win percentage-wise and do the right thing. Hi, Ronnie Parks. Great player, Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right, let's see what happens here.
Hang on.
See, like, come on, man. What is this? Like, what is this, Bob?
It looks like maybe that ball kind of slid. You know, maybe the.
I just no. It's again, and I have personal. I mean, more than I care to admit, experience with this. That it was a very indecisive shot. There was no need. You could have held that ball with inside, but he hit it. He hit the one a little thicker than he thought.
Yeah.
Than he wanted to.
Yeah.
The ball goes straight to the side.
He's probably trying to hit the diamond by the side pocket and come back across, right?
If he would have hit thinner, then you're going to then have that angle on the 2. But
Shane's going to still have to come with a shot here. From the angle, like you were talking about, maybe he might get to the bottom back rail and try to play the ball up table, but he's definitely got to come with a shot.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what happens when you're rolling right. You're rolling right. It's a big swing of the match.
I would say also at this point here, that may have been the shot of the tournament at the time period whenever this came across at 6-6.
But this happened before you came in, like the last set. This was again. It was a turning point. 6-6. Okay, it was 6-6 again, and then Shane, Thorsten made an error. Then all of a sudden now Shane gets up 7-6, and all of a sudden, then before you know it, now it's 8-6.
Well, if he can manage to get out here, he does rotate in the break. He breaks for the on the hill, and that's for the championship. So this is a big out if he can get there.
So let's see what happens now. Oh, okay. Now look, that might be our
the
only chance.
Well, that's not too bad right there.
Yeah.
What do you like here? Do you like drawing down to the backside rail a little bit, or hitting across by the 8 and playing the 6 in the upper right corner?
I like just playing it to the side rail and then playing the 6.
Less movement.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, and then now here just with, he's just going to pretty much just stun it.
Bring it back where it's at now?
Come to the side rail, shoot the 8.
All right, bring it back where it's at now. Okay.
Well, he got the angle. He would have liked a little bit more of an angle. Now he's going to have to either take the longer cut on the 9 or follow the cue ball.
Follow it with top right and go 2 rails, or maybe does the 9 not pass the 10? Then is what you're saying.
From here, again, it looks like it passes, but again, the angle that we have, I'm not sure. So obviously, from the way he addressed the ball and shot it, yes, it looks like it goes past. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's a great angle.
How's that looking there, my friend?
Thank you, Alvin.
Well, this is turning out to be a classic match. This is going to be a classic match one day. I can tell you, people are going to watch this. This is an epic match. This is epic.
All right, there we go. 7-6, Shane Van Boening, and with him breaking, he will be breaking for the title.
Unbelievable. Let's not do that. Let's have this look. Look at the crowd show up. Watch Shane and Thorsten play here. Wow, I am amazed at this Super Billiards Expo. It's been so wonderful, and thanks to OBQs, I want to give them a shout out too. How good of a job they've been doing helping Inside Pool, and they have the awesome OB Pro Classic and Pro and all their new shafts. They have the Infinity inlays. Go to obqs.com and check out all their products. Please support OBQs and Kamui Tips and Chalk, John Bertone. How much support does
Kamui give Pool?
Tremendous amount.
A ton.
Tremendous
A
amount.
ton.
And they're very involved.
Your sponsor as well, Hunter.
Yes, yep. And I gave them a shout out earlier, even enough to where even the owner of Kamui is here at the expo.
Absolutely.
This year.
He gave me a Kamui chalk free and a T-shirt.
Yep.
And gave me the rundown on all their new stuff. So shout out. Thank you so much. Also, Simonis cloth, which you're looking at that beautiful 860 Simonis cloth on that gorgeous diamond table. Wow.
I like that combination at 860 Simonis and
I'll tell
diamond.
you.
It's a
Alvin,
sea
boy, he's really got his pitch down, doesn't he, Bobby?
Sea of
he's
blue.
really got his pitch down. Man, oh man. Whew.
Well, I hope they buy him some groceries for that one.
Man, oh man.
There's a nice.
I tell you, JR, if you're listening, boy, Alvin's really got that pitch. He's really serving it.
Hey, well, they love your commentary, Hunter. They suggested if you're in New York City, JR would personally ask me to ask you and Sally if you would please commentate on the Shane versus Earl match.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
At Steinway on the 9th, which everybody can tune into. And please share this on the bottom, the share button on the bottom of the screen. It says share. Won't interrupt anything.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I don't see why I can't. I'm going to be. I'll be in New York for the next 3 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
everybody.
okay.
I'll be doing a lot of lessons, and at the same time, I'm going to be training Jennifer Beretta for the next few months.
So there's a great. She's really already a good player.
Yeah, she really wants to get her game tight, her fundamentals right, and at the same time, she's going to be helping me out too. So. Everybody knows I've never been one to really be much into the Facebook, but I will start being a little bit more involved from here on out, because not only am I going to be making some changes with my game, I'm also going to be getting into really good shape over the next few months. So I'm putting it out there to even create a little bit more pressure and commitment on my end. So
that's dedication. Well, you get in shape, you'll feel better.
Well, and that's the thing is I used to be a runner, and but now I haven't ran now, I'd say in 6 months. And, Bobby, I can really feel the difference. I just don't have that pep in my step, man. I'm out there, it's like I'm out there, I'm going through the motion. And before, I would feel excited. I could feel a little bit of the pressure. I would get flushed in the face. My body was alive. Now I'm just out there, and it's very just blah, kind of. And that's the only thing that I have to say that I felt this tournament is, I liked fundamentally how I felt. My decision making was good, but just had a very, I don't know, just mundane feeling. Constantly was just very stagnant the whole event. So I know it's time. I really know it's time to do something. So.
I agree. I tell you, I feel like these younger guys out here now. I feel like a dinosaur compared to in age of these guys, and maybe I ought to hire to get me in shape too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's again, Jennifer. Not only she's really. I mean, she's become. And I'm not just saying this because we're pals, but I think she's the smartest woman player out there right now playing, next to Jeanette, that truly play the game correct.
Yeah.
Shooting the right shots, beating their opponents to the right shots. But, she was a fitness model for years. Nutritionist, personal trainer, has a wonderful gym in Manhattan. So, I mean, this was really a golden opportunity that if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That it's not like I don't have the opportunities. It's not like the opportunities haven't presented themselves. So really, it just comes down to me just getting out of my own way. So, yeah.
Well, she also plays all games, from my understanding.
Oh yeah,
she's an all-around player, just not 9-ball or
she's solid.
8-ball. She
She's
plays all
solid.
games. Yeah.
Very solid. You have that New York City is a special place, man. It's such a, it really it's just so condensed with a lot of great players from the yesteryears, and the knowledge. And, you can really elevate your game, man, if you pay a trip to the city. And everybody's welcoming. People are so enthusiastic about pool up there, and you can just really feel the love and the passion up there versus like other places.
Well, New York is no surprise to great players, even the 70s and 80s. That's like the state for straight pool. I mean,
yeah.
Siegel, Irvin Crane, Danny DiLiberto. It goes on and on.
Cauldron, man, of just real hotbed.
Of,
New Jersey too.
players.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it now. Look at it, and it's almost like it's kind of it's recycling, I think, because look, you've got Earl living in the city. He's really starting to take things up a notch and getting his head right.
Run 6 miles a day, he says.
Yeah, he is. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, that's true. This guy's really, for an older player like Earl, I mean, he's really trying to take it up a notch with his fitness and his practice routines. You've got some of the great older players in the city, the straight pool players, Danny Baruti.
As a living legend.
I mean, so I'm now starting to witness and see him playing the game. Again, it's just just a handful of great players.
Sure, Tony Robles, Steve Lipsky, the list goes on and on.
I like how Steve Lipsky plays.
Boy, he's smooth.
Yeah, I really like how he plays.
I think those two guys know as much about straight pool as
he doesn't play
just
as much
about anybody
as,
in the country.
I've had a great opportunity to play with him a couple times, and hopefully now that I'll be in the city, I get to play with Steve more. But I like how Steve plays, and maybe I'm a little partial to it because he's left-handed too, and I'm left-handed, so it's.
Yeah, I've been on the bad end of him playing him in a tournament.
Yeah, he can play, man. He can really
Me and
play.
Danny are about
and
equal there.
Yeah, and he's real soft-spoken and quiet and relaxed.
Sure.
You know, this guy hits you with 100.
I believe his wife plays pool great too.
Yeah,
doesn't
Gina
she?
plays well. Yeah, but they've had their hands full. They have a new baby and beautiful little girl, and they're doing the right thing. They're doing the family life right now.
I got you. Okay, so it is 7-7. This is Hill. So easy to carry on about pool, isn't it?
Yeah, but again, you got to have that. You got to make it interesting. People want to know what's going on. But now, this is such a turning point here. If Thorsten can get out here, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a third set, and it's going to be an all-out dogfight if he can get past this.
Well, he's got to make sure he hangs the one here, I believe is what you would say, right?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I mean, I really...
Do you see any trouble here in this rack?
Well, the only C is the 7 ball. I'm sorry, yeah. Oh, actually, no. The 6 is right there, so it's just going to be like straight pool, Bobby. He's going to just stop that 6, 7 in the side, 8 in the corner, 9 in the left corner, go 2 rails for the 10 in the bottom left corner.
Well, Hunter's done already mapped it out. He's made it look easy.
Yeah, it's everybody. It's easy sitting in the chair from here.
Yeah, I guess everybody is rooting for a third set. I can assure you can't see all the bleachers here. There's no empty seats in the place.
Mm-hmm. It's a great crowd. And like I said earlier, it was one of the best things it could have done was making the admission free this year, to allowing the spectators to come in and out as they please.
Oh, yes.
To really get to see us play. A lot of people don't know. I mean, they don't know what we do.
And the other thing, too, come and see it in person is also great, and get more involved and go to your local pro events and help support the greatest players of the greatest sport in the world.
Yeah, when you start making things a little bit more readily available, so much more can happen. But in the years past, they have us boxed in. They charge an admission fee, which I don't agree with. I mean, how are people supposed to know what's going on or see professional pool unless they're watching a computer?
Well, I tell you, I would give a hand out to Alan Hopkins. Here's a guy that's been around forever, Hall of Famer, and he's always put together such a great event.
Yes.
What, 23 years running or something now? I've never missed a year. I've been here every time.
Really? You have, Bobby?
I've gone to every event that he's ever had.
That's amazing, bro.
Alan does really well.
Okay, now see that was
being a straight pool player, I'm surprised he bumped it, but maybe he didn't have a choice. Now, how do you feel here? Would you use bottom left and
Bobby, I'm playing it up in the corner.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take the longer angle on the 9.
So you have a natural to get back down table for the 10?
Yeah, from here I don't like going across the line. I don't like going across the ball, but maybe he can float it in. I don't know. I mean, it comes down to personal preference.
That was something I didn't think that he would do.
Yeah,
but,
I don't. Because what happens if your speed comes up short, Bobby? Now you're frozen on the end rail. You've got a back cut on the 9. It just becomes disastrous. It just gets harder.
Too, if he would have bumped the 9,
harder.
he could have scratched.
Yeah, I mean a lot could happen, but.
Get this out a little farther.
I want to try to put a little bottom left on that, Bobby.
Well, he's shooting, and.
Oh man, I can feel it. I don't know about you, but I kind of feel it, bro. I can feel it a little bit.
You couldn't hear a pin drop right now.
I'm getting a little clammy.
This is definitely a nerve-wracking shot here.
This is great. Oh, he's going to force it in. He's got the bottom left on it.
This is a possible scratch shot, too. If you
Take it easy, Alvin. Take it easy, Alvin.
Too excited.
All right,
look at here,
folks.
Great.
Perfect.
I'm excited now, man. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
One more race date for the cheese and the title.
Here we go.
My man.
Here we go.
My man,
Turning
Thorsten
into an
Hohmann.
epic match.
Breaking out. I told you he's got his jailhouse outfit on. Breaking out.
That's it.
Out.
And the players walk away, taking a little break, clear their minds for the third and final set. What an awesome Super Billiards Expo.
So are we going to take a short break now?
You could take a break
yeah,
if you like.
Actually, I'm going to
go right ahead.
The washroom here for a second. And then,
are you going to come back?
Yeah, I'm going to come back, bro. I'll come back. You got it.
Be back in 5 minutes, sir, guys.
Sounds good. All right. Bobby Chamberlain and Hunter Lombardo, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back. We'll be back after the short break here at the Super Billiards Expo.
Got a match, Reese.
And just kind of take in the atmosphere at the room here in this moment in time and space. We're breaking free from time and space. There's Doug Ennis, our tournament director. He is a very cool guy. Very cool guy. That guy right there. Super cool. Doing a great job. Just about the nicest guy you could ever meet. And I can see why he was picked. There's Mr. Shane Van Boening. What an amazing player Shane is. What a nice guy. He's always polite to Inside Pool and myself. And there he is. He plays with a Q-Tech is his sponsor. So he plays with the R360Q. I want to give a special shout out to the player sponsors simply because that is why sponsors sponsor the players so they can get mentioned on streams like Inside Pool here with the NYC Grind. So Shane plays with the Q-Tech. It must be a pretty darn good Q. And I believe that Shane has his lucky pink shirt on today, looking real sporty with his golfing outfit. Shane's a cool guy. I love the glove too. He's going back with the darker glove. That's good. Just a tremendous player. It is the time of Shane Van Boening as well as Thorsten Hohmann, and you're watching it unfold before your eyes here. Everyone's taking a break. They've been glued to their seat. I'm surprised. And the seat didn't come up with them as they stood. So everybody's clearing out. I'm hanging out here with you. Like I said, Kamui tips, Simonis cloth, OBQs, and the Bank Shot Calculator iPhone app, which a lot of the pro players that I've heard have said that they really like the Bank Shot Calculator app. They're liking it. There's Allison Fisher walking by. The lovely and talented. Quite a nice young lady. There's Brian Leong and Anna working for NYC Grind here at the Super Billiards Expo 2013. Remember to check out our YouTube channel, Inside Pool Mag. Inside Pool Mag, baby. All right, the Thorsten Hohmann going in for battle. Aye, aye, Captain Sailor. He's looking quite naval. The address for that would be www.insidepool.tv. All right, here we go. Third and final set, and we are underway. The balls are rolling, and history shall be made. Wow. That was almost an exact perfect stroke. Mimicked each other. Amazing. These two players are so closely matched. It's unreal. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I get so excited. just doing. This is part of my set. I'm doing a certain amount of streams in my life, and that's all I can do. This is one of the streams. I'm honored to be here representing J.R. Calvert, Inside Pool Magazine, and he's watching, as well as our amazing editor, the wonderful, talented Sally Timko with. She has her Pool Player Excuses towel, poolplayerexcuses.com. Another fine sponsor to this stream. Thanks, Sally, for all you do, making an amazing magazine. And check out InsidePoolMag.com. We have a free online version of the magazine you can check out every month that JR and Sally and the rest of the staff really, truly work hard on. I do video work, so I got my own section thing going on. But JR, the mastermind, is all over the place. He's everywhere. JR gives me the 6 ball and brains. Gives me the 6 and brains, man. JR's triple smart, quadruple smart. All right, Bobby Chamberlain, what's going on? How is this set? How is the?
Boy, everything's great here. You're really high tech here. I'm glad you're taking care of this.
Yes, somebody has to do it. It might as well be Jerry T and myself. InsidePool.tv, NYCGrind.com.
Peter, nice to meet you, Peter.
NYCGrind.com.
You got it, Peter.
Alvin, I must spend a minute and tell you, I know you don't get much thanks, but you've done a great job here. I know it's a lot of work setting up all these cameras and equipment and the angles, but most of all, I tell you, I don't think I've ever seen pool on a screen so clear.
Well, I can take credit for JR's work there once again, as he designed the computer system, all the switching stuff. I merely do the logistics of finding out where and how to set everything up and get it running. But as far as the software and all the apparatus that goes involved in making that perfect stream, that is Mr. Calvert's.
Well, y'all have done a fine job, I tell you.
I just hang from the ceiling and do stuff like that.
I can almost remember Pool being back on beta tapes, but in VHS. But I tell you, this is definitely digital quality at its best.
Well, I'm honored to be here with you and the amazing player Hunter Lombardo. We're so honored to have him with us as well, and getting his insight on these players that he is normally playing against in tournaments. It must be tough playing your friends too.
He could very easily be in the final here.
Absolutely.
He's the same quality player as these guys here.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And you're also
next year.
Yeah, next year.
Next tournament.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No, I mean,
sure wouldn't doubt it.
I tell you, it's funny because I do feel that I'm so close, but again, that's why I've made some of the changes I've made to. I know things need to change. I know where my weaknesses are, and the weaknesses really get amplified when I'm playing guys my caliber or better. And I'm not saying better as in a physical way, but mentally, knowledge. I mean, there's just. It's crazy, man.
I'm glad it's went to a third set. I don't know about y'all because
kidding me? I'm excited.
Gives me more time here with y'all, and not only that is, boy, the fans are loving this.
Well, I mean, how about this? It's like to see pool. This is by far probably one of the better finals I feel that I've watched. I'd say within the last year.
Hunter,
it's awesome.
Hunter, I know that you've played pool all over the world. How do you like the 2 out of 3 set format? I mean, I think it's really. I like looking at it myself, but I'm not used to playing in a 2 out of 3.
I would probably like it a little bit more if I was still playing.
Well, yeah.
No, but overall, hands down, I do like the format, and I'll give you the reasons. The first reason is that. Sometimes funny things can happen in one set, so to have another chance to play that same person over again, you can find it. But if it's just like anything, guys, whether you're gambling or playing in a tournament, if a guy beats you 2 sets, I think you're in a bad game. And I think that you just weren't, he obviously played better than you. And whether it was a combination of played better and had more opportunities or you made more mistakes, it's going to be one of the 3 or 2 of the 3. So it kind of just tells the tale. Overall at a professional level, yeah, I like the format. And it'd be nice if you could have that same format and it'd be double elimination. But then again, I just don't know if it would. there would be too many time constraints.
Yeah, it would definitely take a
Yeah,
lot of
so,
time.
You know, there's just not enough time for that. But if every once in a while, if they hosted an event that did this, I think it'd be great. I think it'd be very popular.
You know, I like this. You know, in a lot of tournaments was back in the, you know, especially in the 80s, was they would have men's and ladies tournaments at the same event. You don't see that very much often, and it's all done here in one venue.
So nice.
At the Super Billiards Expo, and it's nice.
It's great
to see them both all playing. I mean, they just had the finals on this table right next to them.
Yeah.
It's great seeing them out there, the ladies playing, because we don't get to interact with them a lot on the men's tour, and it's making us all, you know.
And Bobby, you know, you had said something earlier that I forgot to follow up with, and it was when you were talking about how the 9-ball's phasing out and now it's 10-ball. I think what they're really trying to do is they're trying to create a game that does separate the open and amateur players from the professionals. And so, you know, they're trying to kind of segregate us to, you know, show that, hey, that 10-ball tournaments, if there's a 10-ball tournament, that it's normally a professional event.
So you would say the amateurs would more stay to the 9-ball
Yeah,
instead of playing 10-ball?
I think that's how you're going to see it. I mean, just like, and I think Alan was one of the pioneer guys that realized that. Why over all these years, think about it, over all these years, for as long as I've been coming here, it's been 10-ball.
Well, things have progressed over the years.
Yep.
I was fortunate enough to, you know, not see everybody play, but I got to see quite a few people play. And growing up in Virginia, basically speaking, everywhere you played was the old rules of 9-ball, which was you know, you could push out after the break and then ball in hand. Now they got the express rules, and now it's gone to 10-ball. I mean, they're trying to make the game more difficult for the players, but they're so good they still manage to run out.
Bobby, that would be the only way I think 9-ball could be resurrected and pretty much cater to all age brackets, is if you brought back, I mean, at a professional level, is that you have to bring back some of the old rules. Like, I thought it was terrific when and again, it was before my time, but I've watched plenty of AccuSat tapes and matches where I watched back then when you guys were playing. You know, if you scratched on the break, if you made 4 balls on the break, they all lined up in a row on the spot.
Well, that was always weird, and I did like that.
I mean, now that's a serious game, man.
Yeah.
You know, now it's behind the line, okay? Then how about if a guy did get lucky on you? For instance, and we've seen it in this match, okay? A couple rolls happen. How about now all of a sudden how much of the game, the dynamics change when now a guy can say, well, yeah, he missed it, hooked me, but now I can push out the challenge again.
Yeah.
I think it's a way better game, and that's a game that did cater to the better players, and that's why back then you had a smaller group of players winning all the time. It's not that back then. See, there's a big misconception. Everybody thinks that back then nobody could play. Listen, there was just as many great players back then as there are now. Okay, but due to those rules, okay, and formats, you saw the same guys in contention to win more because they were better. Those were the better players. They were smarter, okay?
No low deflection shafts.
I mean, they were smarter.
Well, equipment was different. We mentioned that. That's for sure. I mean,
they played with wooden racks on.
Well, now I'm not talking about equipment so much, Alvin.
Okay.
I'm talking about just the fact that in management, in table management or course management, those guys just managed themselves better. Now, I'm not talking about their personal lives or what they did outside of the tournament or the pool room, but when it came to play, you look at all those guys back then: Siegel, Alan Hopkins, Nick Varner, Jim Rimpey, Buddy Hall.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, these were the guys that were constantly winning all the time. And the reason is because those rules will cater to a better player. I mean, they just will.
Yeah, I can see that. And that's, you know, like I said, I had mentioned, I remember, you know, playing back in the earlier mid-'80s, and almost every men's tournament seemed like I had a women's tournament, and you would have actually pro couples, and they were playing in events together, not to mention into a bunch of names, but it was always nice to see it that way.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Certainly I remember the days, you know, when Siegel and Varner, and they were really dominant, and then you had Gene Belucas, and, you know, it was a great era of pool. But I'm glad to see now pool is definitely getting there, and everybody should do their part, join a league, come out and see the pros play, help support them. It is very tough what they do. It's it's not an easy game, but it's the greatest game in the world, and it does take a lot for the pros to go from event to event.
As of right now, there's only been normally one event throughout the whole year where professional players from all over the world came and played, and admission was free to watch, and that was Turning Stone, the event Mike Zuglin puts on.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And I think it's terrific what he does and the professionalism of that event. I think that's why the event survives. Now that Alan here made it to where coming and watching the pros play was free, I think this is definitely going to follow suit with that. But really, all other major events that go on throughout the year, there is always an admission. Now I know, listen, the door's got to make something. They're trying to recoup some of the money that they're adding or whatever. But you got to look at the bigger picture and realize that are you putting an event on because you're trying to make the money you threw in back through a door fee? It's not a nightclub.
Yeah,
okay?
sure.
I mean, or are you actually trying to better the sport and promote it in a way, in a fashion that it's just going to get bigger. It's just going to get bigger and then cause your event to really be put on the mat and become something special.
I like what you had mentioned earlier that you paid to get in the door to see the venue with seeing all the vendors selling their cue sticks and supplies and stuff, and you can come see the pros and it didn't cost you anything.
Right.
That's fantastic, and I wish more events were like that. I wish Alan would have 3 events a year.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You never know what can happen.
All right. Well, let's see what we got here.
So we've got. We're looking at now. The score is 1-0, correct? Or is it? I believe it's, if I'm not mistaken.
It looks like it's 1-1. Oh, there we go. Alvin, I tell you, you've got cameras hanging everywhere.
Okay. So all right. So yeah, it's 1-1.
Up next, we got the Kamui 14-1 Challenge final players, which will be between I think it's going to be Darren Appleton and Ralph Eckert.
Yep, that's going to be a great match, man.
I'll get you more details on that as Alan brings it to us. I think I don't know if it's a race to, I think maybe 150.
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. But everybody, if you just saw the shot that Shane played, that was really there was no luck involved. That was very intentional what he tried doing. He tried pretty much a carom shot. Kicked behind the side rail to the 1 and tried playing the 10. Just missed it. And now it's given Thorsten an opportunity for this 1-10 combo, which speed is everything here. This is definitely something that you want to just hit pocket speed.
Oh.
Well, I mean, he overcut it. I mean, I don't think so much that if he would have hit that full in the face and you would have hit the 10, hit the side rail, I'd say then that was a definitely poor alignment issue. But there he just he overcompensated a little bit, hit it too thin. But that's it's one of those shots you got to take a little extra time with and really try to visualize it.
Yeah.
Because look what can happen now. You can end up swinging.
We leave either one of these guys an open table. They're the favorites to win.
Yeah. No question to it.
Now, what do you see here?
Okay.
Hunter, do you see a safe, or can he pocket the 2?
I think he can pocket the 2, and I think he's just going to play combination for the 3-10. He's just got to get past the 6, which he did. Okay. Well, he got kind of a little bit of a fortuitous kiss there on the 7.
Do you think he was just trying to get in that area, or was he trying to get to the 10?
He was trying to get to the 10.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, there was no way he was playing on the short side of that 3 like that. It worked out. But, I mean, I'm sure in the back of his mind he knew that the ball is going that way. But to play shape like that, that doesn't make any sense. But he's pretty much now, I'd say for the most part, he's out of the weeds now. Now, again, it's going to be a lot. It's everything from here on. It's going to be an angle management. The angle here now.
It looks like getting to the 7 is the whole rack here.
Well, I think the 7 to the 8 is going to be the rack.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see that.
I mean, he's definitely going to be able to get a shot no matter what from here on the 7, but angle is going to be big. which he wants to get straight. And he's okay. I don't know why he's getting so up. Why he's waving his hand around. I mean, oh, okay. So from here, yeah, he is.
Can he draw this draw? Do you think he would draw this back or foul it, or would he just draw it past the side pocket, come wine rail past the 9?
I think he's going to follow it, just maybe with maybe half a tip of right spin.
Okay.
And you know, go 3 rails. So we got 1, 2, 3 coming into the shot very nicely.
That was a fantastic shot.
And now here, you know, again, you'll see some guys play for the side, some guys play for the corner here.
Yeah, I like the 2 rail there. It just comes natural.
Well, you know, one thing that when I was younger, something that a lot of the older players said, they said that if you tend to play for shape on the side, sooner or later, it's gonna nip you. So they said try to just, if like anything, just play shape on the corners. You know, if you have to play shape on the sides, do it. It's not like it's straight pool, Bobby, I mean, where you have plenty of experience in this where...
2 rails comes natural, sure. Let's play to the open area. It looks like, what's the score here, guys? 2-1?
Yep.
2-1, Shane with Shane breaking. This is the finals of the Players' Championship at the Super Billiards Expo, Edison, New Jersey. First year at this particular venue. He's been 23 years strong running this event.
And I did find out from one of his right-hand guys that the event will be here again this year. I mean, next year we'll be here in the same place. Here in
great.
Edison.
Yeah, I like this event.
This is turned out to be super awesome, man. I'm digging it.
All right, let's watch this. Watch these side balls. Oh, 9 ball.
Wow.
Cue ball's clear.
Look
wow,
at this.
he really hit
Look
these.
at this roll.
Now he hit those perfect. Now, if you guys
Last
notice, I think he changed sides, breaking this set.
He broke from
like
his
Earl.
left side there. Boy, I tell you, he broke and made 2 balls on the break, and he has 5 balls past the side pocket, including the 10 that was in the middle of the rack for breaking.
Now, again, for you fans out there of Shane, you can notice one thing that's different this tournament about him, unlike others, is if you pay attention, the whole tournament he has been breaking and playing with his playing cue.
Interesting.
Yeah, he hasn't. Normally, you know, he's using his he's using that break cue of his, but why he's doing it, I don't know. But obviously, in his mind, it's a decision he's made, and it's working.
That's not too often you see that, but
yeah, that's. Earl breaks with his playing cue as well, and I think that Earl's probably one of the guys that Shane really looks up to and tries to model his game after. If I was to guess,
a lot of people can try to model their game after him. I can tell you. I mean, there's only one Earl Strickland, and they don't get much better than him, and they don't get any better than him.
That's for sure.
Oh yeah, he's in the top 5 most famous pool players of all time. Number 5, I believe, behind Moscone, Minnesota Fats, Jeanette Lee, Efren Reyes, Earl Strickland. Those are the 5
Well,
most
speaking of
famous.
5, he's won the U.S. Open 5 times.
Isn't that crazy?
5 in 16 years.
You think we'll see that again? You think you'll see a player?
This gentleman right here, I guarantee, will probably
Well, he's got
get
2
close.
wins. He's got 2 wins.
I don't see him.
Darren's got 2. Mika's got 2. Other than that, Nick Varner's got 2. But, you know, Nicky's pretty much not playing anymore.
Earl's got 5 alive.
Yeah, Nick's got 2 seconds also.
Oh, okay. But now it's funny. You've got 3 players in the history when it comes to the Open that have won it back-to-back. You got Nick was the first guy to do it. 89 and 90, right?
88, 89, I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so I was close. And then you've got Mika, who did it, and then of course now Darren.
Yeah, I think actually Nick was in the finals. I think it was 1990, and he lost a tight one to Mike LeBron.
Okay.
Then back in the finals in '92 and lost to Efren.
Okay.
Now you're picking my brain here.
Well, I mean, I'm making you come alive, Bobby. Keep you on
it.
top of things, Bobby. You know.
It's hard to keep up with the history of straight pool, yet alone.
That's right. Well, I mean, you know, they say, Bobby, if you don't use it, you lose it. So, trying to keep you involved.
All right. Well, we're 2-2. We're down to a race to 6. No, I'm sorry, 1-3. It's 3-1. Shane won the last game. I apologize. That's right. It's alternate to break.
All right, let's see. All right, let's watch this 1 ball. Let's watch this 1 ball, Bobby.
He broke so hard it passed the side.
Oh,
Looks like an open table. The 5 barely fell. Last ball rolling sometimes happens to fall in.
It worked out.
All right, what do you see here? A rolling forward and playing the 2-up table? Can he actually get to where he can play the 2 in the same pocket as the 1?
I think from this angle, again, let's see if we can get a different view. Alvin's just left us for a moment, so he's not able to change his screen.
It looks like he was looking at what I was observing, that he may have an angle where he can't do much with the cue ball,
well, he might
except to roll
he
forward.
might even roll forward and play the 2 in the other side.
If he ends up short, he can always play behind the 6 too, but it looks like he may play this ball down there.
Yeah.
I think he'd like to roll about another ball forward there. But if he can get by the 6, I think he might play the 3 in the same quarter.
Possible.
Yeah.
I mean, this is almost like
Well,
a
at
two-way
3-1,
shot.
he better make sure he makes the right decision, and then I'm sure a champion like him will make the best decision he can.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely, this could be a two-way shot here.
So you figure he would hit this ball easy, just to have,
Well,
to have the 3 as coverage?
Well, I think, maybe he's, I don't know about elevating here. It's so tough because, you know, your mind barely plays tricks on you like this.
That ball's really close to the rail.
Yeah. Maybe he sticks it behind the 6. Let's see. Oh, man.
He went to the rail and back
He
out.
hit that perfect.
Well, that's a
What a great
fantastic shot under the pressure.
What a
isn't it?
great shot.
All right.
Great shot.
I see him just rolling out here. What do you see? Play the 4 back in the corner or the side, or hold it for the side? Same pocket. Fell a little short. I think he's okay though. Got the 6 ball right there, so he's in the vicinity. Don't have to do anything except make a tough, a little bit backwards cut.
Yeah.
The 7's in front of the 10.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to tie it
Could
up.
be a little work there. We'll take a look and see if the 7 goes by the 10.
It might go on. It might go on the side.
Okay.
At 7. Only one way to find out.
He's going to play this the other way. Oh, this is going to be
No,
close.
it's not gonna
He
work.
hung it. He hung it. All right, Shane's back to the table, which is never a good sign for an opponent.
No.
That ball's a little slightly off the rail, evidently. Do you think he'll hold it for the 6, or will he go to the back rail?
I think he's going to hit it with right spin, but staying on the center of the ball.
So you think he'll hold this ball, or will he
I
hit
think
the
he's
back
gonna.
rail?
Well, actually, no. He looks like he's putting outside on it.
Does look like he's hitting left to go
Maybe.
the other way toward the 9.
See what happens.
Yeah,
He's
he's
trying
thinking.
to-
He's
trying to
definitely
feel it.
thinking about it. He's not in a
Well, you know what he's
comfortable
thinking. I
position.
think Bobby. He's thinking that if he can throw that 4 in, he'll clip the left side of the 10. Maybe spread the balls open a little bit, and then just take the longer shot
Do you
on the
think
6.
possibly the 7 might be a little closer to the 10? Maybe we can get another angle here. Might be a little closer to the 10 where we can't see if it's touching.
Oof.
Yeah, I think he's thinking about that. Maybe shooting the 4, maybe tapping the 10.
I know. I think he's
keeping
going
a
to run
cube
into
on the
him.
side of the 6.
I think he's
You're
gonna
right.
run
He's going to run into it.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Oh,
missed
just
it.
missed him. Okay. Well, now,
He's got his hands full now.
now options here is most players are going to go ahead and just. He could, if he wanted to get very aggressive, he could hit this with center left, cutting. He's going to have to elevate and play the 6 in the corner. Go
I wonder if
to.
there's any chance of a carom come and bring the cue ball back across by the side pocket up above the 9 and playing a carom to the 10.
I mean, he could, but I think with the way it looks here is that he could hit it with left, center left, make the 6, hit the diamond before the 9, and then try to come into it or come outside. Or he might go with inside English and you know, I see him hit a lot of these shots where he plays the inside.
Do you think he can fall below the 9 and take it, or come back across maybe and play the 7 on the side?
I just think the ball will slide too much, but
okay.
He might take the longer shot and play a safe behind the 8. Oh well. So he tried. Yeah, he tried coming into it, but you know, another shot could have been he could have just focused on making the 6, came to the center of the table, and then maybe played off the 7, making the cue ball go to the end rail and behind the 9. You know, sometimes there's those type of shots, but well, Thorsten's back at the table, which I'm sure he's happy. I mean, just to.
Well, let's see. Well, I see some English. No matter what's going to happen, this ball's going to be spun. I don't know if he's going to try to force foul it or draw it. But he'd like to get the cue ball back down table for sure. He's going to foul this ball.
Pounded it. Oh, man.
Wow. I think that ball may have gone in the side if he got down to that back rail.
Well.
Now, Hunter, this is a situation which a lot of amateurs may, you know, obviously try to whack the ball that counts, but you want to try to do the right thing and control the situation.
Well.
So he wants to try and maybe play some safety. Do you see him nipping the 7,
well,
rolling the cue ball by the 8?
The one thing that you do not want to do is bank that 7 to the 8, because even if you leave him long, now you leave that 8 for now Shane to hit the 7 into the 8 and give you back even a worse save.
I think he's going to go 3 or 4 rails with a cue ball and put the 7 by the 8. Okay. There is exactly right. So here's 4 rails with a cue ball. We get to the 4th rail. And coverage. That was a great thought-out shot. It's no secret why he's in the finals. Just to see that he made a great shot in the best decision possible for where he was at. Now Shane's got his hands full here. I guess he's only got 1 rail he can kick. It'd be the side rail by the side, and you see him maybe just trying to nip the 7 and,
he's gonna nip the 7, but he's
try to hopefully get the cue ball, have some distance away.
Yeah,
from
he wants to get the table. He wants to get the cue ball back up table again. So hopefully he'll hit it to where it clips the 8. Cue ball goes up table, like that. Yeah. It's just, he hit it perfect though. He hit it nice.
If that ball hadn't scratched, certainly it'd be on the back rail.
Well, you know, ladies and gentlemen, that's a big swing. That definitely lets Thorsten get back into the match. Okay, to center of the table. Okay. Pretty textbook. Just come out 1 rail with the punch, just like a stun. Okay.
That looks pretty good.
One thing that I like about Thorsten's game is you'll see here, he'll hit it with the same authority as he did the previous ball before.
He's very deliberate.
Yeah.
All right.
Like he doesn't give the ball a chance for something funny to happen.
Well, it looks like 3-2. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And let's see, it's an even game, which that puts Shane breaking, or no, that puts Thorsten breaking.
Well, no, it's Shane's breaking, because remember he broke the last game where the 5 leaked in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So on even games, it's Shane breaking. This would be an even number. 6th game of the final.
Let's see what happens here. All right, so we've got now. Watch this. Okay, now that was a little. Wow, he kind of gets away with it.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's so crazy how he gets away
Well, I
with
don't see
it.
anything tied up real fast, except maybe a little trouble. The 3's down table, 4's next to it, which is good for the run out. Now, if he can shoot the 1 and get to the 2 in the side, maybe is what it looks like. So, he felt good here. Any trouble in this rack? You see, Hunter?
Not really. I mean, I just think again the angle on the 3 is going to be everything here. You don't want to. You want to be as straight as you can, which he accomplished, to where you can just pretty much stay there and play the 4 in the other corner, stop the 4, play the 5 in the side, come out with a stun, playing the 6 in the same corner as what 3 just went in, and then 7 in the corner, the other corner, 8, 9, and then 10 in the same corner as the 7. So it's just now here. Let's see. Just he'll
Draw back about 1.5 to 2 foot to the side.
yeah, just like that. Just hit
Okay.
with an angle. Come back to center of the table. For the
I tell you, all you top players make it look so easy running these balls.
I don't think anybody made it look more easier than Buddy Hall or Nicky.
Yeah.
You know, it just really comes down to, like, you know, one thing that I've realized, like, and anybody can relate to this. I don't care what level you're at. Anybody listening right now, when you start playing bad, don't freak out and think it's so much that it's like your fundamentals or are you doing something wrong. A lot of it sometimes is just due to your angle management. You're not really thinking thoroughly through the rack and saying, okay, what angle do I need to be on the 1 to get to the 2? Then what angle do I need to be from the 2 to get to the 3? Sometimes you have to become a little bit more cerebral and think about just positional play and angles versus like whether or not, you know, your cue feels right or not. And I can, I wholeheartedly mean this from experience. I mean, I've fallen victim to this. I've watched others fall victim to it. That sometimes it's just not you, you know, unless if you were in a car accident, you know, the night before, physically you really don't change much. But what does change is your thoughts and your mental process and the routine that you go through. So if you
Well, thought process right here. I think the thought is Thorsten better try to pocket a ball on a break and not let the set get away from him.
No, I mean, he's trying. I mean, it's, oh man, don't do this. I mean, that just changes. Now, I will tell you, make now with the score becoming 5-2, that might have sealed his fate, Bobby.
Well, with Shane breaking the next rack, if Shane can manage to get out here and be breaking 5-2,
it makes it 7. You know, now it's gonna, you know, it turns.
Well, in this format, every game is critical. In any set you play, every game is critical because momentum does mean a lot too. You can't beat a guy that wins by 2 and you only win by 1. Well, I don't see much problems here with much, except maybe the 4 ball on the side rail here. The 5's close to it, just getting from the 3 to the 4. I wouldn't expect because he's going to clear the 6 out here and hang the 1 in the hole, so he only will have to go back up table for just the 8.
Did he just?
He played the combo on the 6. A little trouble here. He's going to have to use a bridge, I'm sure. Okay. And here's a good thing if you want to watch. I don't want to put the jinx on Shane, but if you want to see the way a bridge is used, you always want to watch the top players because they make it look easy. Not the snooker players, obviously, too.
Yeah, no, they're great at it. But Shane's not bad. Shane's not bad.
Never be afraid to use the bridge. It is there to use.
You know, I was Shane and I were in Qatar together at the World 9-Ball Championships, and I had got knocked out. Had finished 17th through 24th, and Shane advanced to the next round, and he was playing really well. Well, he was playing basically for 5th place, and a shot with the bridge came up, and he really took it for granted, and it changed the whole set against him and Mark Gray. And ever since then, you know, Shane and I laugh about it. He's just like, he's got a love-hate relationship for that bridge. You know?
Well, I tell you one thing, it's not easy to draw a ball with a bridge, and he did a fine job there.
Yeah.
So I think what he'd like to do, by what I see, is shoot the 2 and try to bump out to where he can shoot the 3 and not actually touch the 7. So he might hit this with a little bit of force and bounce it off the side rail and try to come out toward the table spot if he can.
Oh,
there you go. That's a good shot. Okay. I wish I had a telestrator. All right. So you see him drawing to the side rail and playing the 4 up in the corner past the 9 here? Because being the 5 being so close. And now
I don't like this.
Seeing where he has to draw this ball.
This right here. Well, we'll see what happens. I think he's going to just play. He's going to draw it for sure.
Oh, let's not go there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as long as he doesn't get on the rail, which he hasn't, so Nice little stun follow through, maybe a couple inches, and get an angle. Is probably about as straight as possible. Thought you lost your.
Shane is a great recovery. Yeah, we'll get that back up. Shane is a great recovery player, like Earl. He can come back from disturbances, whereas a lot of players can't come back alive. I'm not going to name any names.
But listen, I want to know.
Thorsten too.
But listen, I want to know if you know why he can. Do you know why?
Why he can do that?
Yeah. Do you know why?
Because he is in the first person in the pool room practicing when I show up at every event.
Well, I mean, yeah, that has something to do with it, but it's because he has the power. He has the stroke.
He surely does.
He has a stroke to get himself out of those jams. That's the thing.
Absolutely. He's a creative, artistic pool player, that's for sure, just like all you top pros.
But imagine, when you combine, the creativity, but you combine it with